Well, welcome to Monday. Ed's computer has a case of the Mondays every Monday.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely Monday.
he'll be with us in a moment, of course. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
it's the
had him.
heat.
Yeah, we had him for a minute.
Yeah, he's got to get out of that desert, man. It's just melting his electronics. It's
Yeah.
terrible. So
Over here to 57 degrees, Ed.
you know, yo Rosie, R.I.P. Ed.
Yeah,
Come on, he's alive. We saw him. He had a Bluetooth issue,
well,
and
maybe. Or
maybe
was it like, oh, I can't hear you guys? Took
yeah.
out my
He's like something wrong. Back.
click.
The what was the old thing you used to do in high school when you wanted not to talk to somebody?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Hello.
I'm going through a tunnel. Yeah. No, it should be back. What's up, Kirsten? Thanks for coming in.
Hello.
My sister-in-law, believe it or not, he has Bluetooth. He has a Bluetooth. He might. I never saw. Did you prenup Ed? No. Ed's on the liability insurance for the show though. I think if something goes wrong with Ed, we get a whole dollar to split. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Absolutely.
What's up, Mark? Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
What's happening? Mark's getting back on his time zone. He was like Eastern Standard Time's tough. I'm like, Mark, it's an hour. It's an hour.
It was pretty rough what we went through.
The way back, yeah.
Yeah. There wasn't bad. Coming back home, I was like,
Oh no, there was awesome because you were like up at 7 a.m. The only problem is like around 10 and 11, you're like, you're a little tired. The sun just went down.
yeah. Till you go into a hotel, it's like, oh, here we are. We're back.
Yeah, yeah. And you get that fresh oxygen that they're pumping in there. I swear that they've got to be doing that, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've never felt like I always feel good when I'm in the casino. Maybe it's just me because I turn into a degenerate gambler the moment I set foot into Las Vegas. So
Something.
there's something wrong with something goes. It's a switch that gets clicked in my head, and they're like, "You must gamble most of the money you have." So
Mine's
Gla-
you must yell
glasses,
at the lady on the screen. It's like,
man. You would have died if you would have seen the night before with the three of us. You were delayed still at that point. I mean, you saw the after effects of two of us, but you didn't get to see the guy with your namesake and
yeah.
all three of us, and then the guy from Montana that was with us. Like, oh, he wasn't with us, but he was sitting next to me, and he started yelling at the lady too, and yeah, it was.
Man, she deserved it.
She did. She's got to get better cards. That's just all there is to it. So, I mean, yeah, the glasses. That's right. I got new glasses.
Oh,
These ones are very bendy.
I took mine off.
The other ones were like 4 years old or 5 years old. They were getting a little rough. You know when you go to wipe them off and there's still smudges there and they're not smudges, they're scratches. You're like,
oh yeah, that's what happened with my last pair. I was like, oh, I don't think these are fingerprints anymore.
yeah. Zenny Optical is the way to be. You do have to do a little bit of the measurements on your own, like the pupillary distance and stuff. You got to get right, unless you have your prescription.
Right.
Like on paper with the PD and everything on it. But they come, they're like, these were like $15.
Nice.
So, I mean, if they break, you're like, $15. So, Ping's here. Hi, Ping. What's happening?
Hey, Ping.
The show us are all friends living in separate homes. Mental note, mate. The three of us are in separate homes. You missed it last night. Kelly did not know that me and Sarah were in the same home until because we did a taste test with the fry sauce from Freddy's. Do you have Freddy's steak burgers where you are?
I don't think so. Unless they're in Columbus, I don't know.
The closest one to us is just south of Cleveland, so I'm like maybe they are in Cincinnati or something, but
around our area, no.
Okay. Well, their jalapeno sauce. Their jalapeno fry sauce, which is not spicy, by the way, at all. It just tastes like jalapenos.
Okay.
And then their other fry sauce, their regular fry sauce, Chick-fil-A, Polynesian sauce, and KFC's garbage sauce that used to be finger licking good sauce. Now it's KFC
Yeah.
sauce and it's terrible. We tried all 3 of those, and Sarah made like some chicken nuggets or whatever at the air fryer, and she walked in this door back here, and Kelly was like, I feel really weird not knowing that you two were in the same house. I'm like, Kelly, we're married. And she's like, and he's
Wait.
like, oh.
Wait,
Didn't know that.
You guys are?
Yeah, I think you were there, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
No, I was a little drunk. The only reason I know that is because I got a picture of all of us and you're in it.
Wait, I was there?
Yeah.
Dang it.
What time? Yeah, I remember being really warm, and I remember leaving with less money than I came with, but that's all I really remember.
Yeah.
And yelling at some lady from Frontier.
Stupid. Yeah, stupid Frontier.
Hi, Susan. Thanks for coming
So
in.
the funny thing about that text I sent you was I've been off their lit. Like I always, every time I get an email from them, I always click unsubscribe, but they still email me. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with you people. You don't get off the ground. So,
They do. I've seen 2 now. 2
okay.
Spirit
Well, maybe-
flights take off from here.
Well, that's because JetBlue's like, hey, could you get those cobwebs out of your engines, please? Thanks.
That's right. They have
Before-
newer planes.
Before we repaint them. Okay.
JetBlue has newer. I'm wondering if they're gonna, because the inside of JetBlue's planes are nice.
They are. Well, their seats are bigger too.
Their seats are bigger. They have the screens in the back of the seats.
Blue potato
have-
chips.
The blue potato chips, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have. I think they have first class, don't they? I want to say they
don't
have.
know.
Like,
I
they
think
have
their whole-
another class.
Yeah, I think it's a business. I think it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. But
But-
the whole flight's supposed to be like first class. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
So,
what their
but
motto is.
But they, yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to just paint them and then they're going to have like the economy JetBlue and the actual JetBlue, or JetBlue is just going to go all out Spirit and be economy, smallest seats in the world thing.
I hope not,
Too.
because
Like,
like I said, it was weird. Was our flight was the only one to leave Vegas. The rest of them were getting delayed again. I was like, but again, we were in Vegas, so if we would have got delayed or canceled,
yeah, it never
Okay.
happens that way, dude.
no.
I don't think I've ever had a canceled flight in a city that I'd want to be in yet.
Yeah.
Like they've all been in like Omaha, Nebraska, or I had one in Phoenix, Atlanta in the summer.
I had one in DC.
DC.
I felt stranded. I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. And the bad part about DC is like you can't even find a cheap hotel
No,
in an area that you're not going to get murdered in. So
Right.
yeah.
That's why I was like, yeah, I'll just get a rental car and drive like to Allentown, Pennsylvania, or something, something weird. You know?
Yeah. The first one that I see that I don't feel like I'm going to get murdered, I'm going to stop.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's what I did. To be honest with you, I called
Yeah.
work. I was like, hey, I'm going to cancel this ticket. I think we're going to eat it, but I'm driving.
Yeah. Yeah. Never been stranded in a city that I'd want to be stranded in.
Yeah.
I remember I've had many layovers in Las Vegas, and not a one has been canceled. And every time I'm like,
Yeah. I was depressed one time. I was like, please be delayed, because I had like a 23-minute layover in Vegas, and it was like snap. It was more or less we were boarding the next plane. That's what it was.
if it's Southwest, unless there's something wrong.
Yeah.
I flew Southwest a lot, and I've one time was a delay over an hour, and that was because one of the flight attendants was sick, like sick, like threw up on the plane sick.
Oh, nice.
Like, not mid-flight, like while they were on the ground, and they had to get another flight attendant because I guess FAA regulations, you have to have so many flight attendants or something like that. So they had to wait for this flight attendant to get there, and it took like an hour or something like that. And that was the only time I've ever been delayed. And they still got us there like 20 minutes late. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
He got up in the air and was like,
Yeah, he's like full speed.
that lever's going all the way forward. I'm not messing up my bonus. So,
Right.
yeah, I look like a college professor. God, I hope not. Adam, cool shirt. Did Jimmy make it? Jimmy did not make this one. Sarah made this one.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
Jimmy copied off of Sarah.
This one met an unfortunate demise in Vegas. There's a big hole on the side of it. I caught it on like one of those racks, like in the souvenir stores or something.
Oh,
So
Dang it.
They split up last year. Adam got glasses and ran. Bye, William.
Hey, William.
Kelly thought we were just close friends. Yes, he did. Jimmy, Sarah cooked and smoke alarms. The smoke alarms didn't turn on. That's right, she did.
Nice.
I did eat a cricket.
Oh. You wouldn't even eat the candy cricket I try to give you in Vegas. You're like, I'm not eating that.
Yeah. Well, everybody in the chat, I got peer pressured into it, man.
Well, it tastes like crap.
No, it didn't taste like anything. You know what it tasted like? Like if you could extract the kernel from inside popped popcorn.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like. And that's exactly what it did to my mouth. I was like, trying to get pieces of, it's like, it was awful. It didn't taste like anything. So, yeah, but I did eat a cricket. Unsubscribe to them means you open the email. So yes, they will keep sending it.
I believe that's true. It seems right.
Sarah just sends my email to the block folder. That's right. Oh, and we got a new sound effect. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Block them.
Block them.
So, yeah, I actually have a couple of them. But, yeah, see? Oh, it's not working now.
Block them.
There we go.
Block them.
I did not see them as they were in the album. Let's see. Okay. Did you say they're talking amongst themselves? Adam, what do I do with all these eBay buyer paid emails? Sorry, wrong person asking. You're funny. We don't have anything on layaway. Well, we have 2 things that were bought like this afternoon that we're waiting on, but I don't think we have anything on layaway, really.
Dude, we had I know this sounds low, but we had a record day today. 12 sales, man.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Back.
What's up?
Whoa, back by popular demand.
Ed made it. I told you he was alive.
So,
I had a little thought that I'm gonna just get some random people. That way they could drag me off camera and make you guys believe that I'm getting kidnapped.
Oh man, that would have been awesome.
I just wanted to see what you guys' reaction would have been.
yeah.
Oh, I know exactly what it would have been. It would have been like, well, okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
That's what it would have been.
It'll
be all right.
Well, this would have been our problem. We'd be like, nobody knows where he lives, so sorry.
I'd be looking for an old box that he sent me. Like I'm sure I have his address somewhere.
Yeah, actually, you guys know exactly where I live. You and
That's
Jimmy
true.
and Adam.
We've sent stuff to you.
I've been like, hold on, guys, I got it. Perfect. Let's go. I found it. I was proud of myself.
Oh, look at that. Why don't I have one?
Sponsored.
Vendu needs to get on it. I need to compete.
I won one of
Alright.
their giveaways, so that's why I ended up with one.
Yeah.
The one that I tagged you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't win anything.
I didn't think I would either. I was like, oh, whoa.
Yeah, 12 sales. That is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's been definitely picking up. I think it's I think we might have ended the summer slowdown. I think now that people are back to school and our kids are back to school, parents are starting to spend money not on vacations and barbecues and stuff, and more on stuff coming up here. So
For me, since my regular job is basically marketing, also I have access to all their analytic insights and everything. And it's funny because the day that I got a bunch of sales was literally the day that my job also got a huge spike in views.
Mhm.
So I think it happened right after Labor Day. So almost like you said, probably summer's over. Everybody's now starting to think about the upcoming holidays. And man, I mean, even all my Halloween stores are now open, which is weird. And the thing is, I can't even find the costume for my daughter. It's getting that. So her little doll is a Pichu. So we want her to be Pikachu, and we're gonna go to the Build-A-Bear workshop and get like little Halloween costume for her little Pichu doll. So she's gonna be Pikachu, and then she's gonna have her little Pichu doll with her dressed up.
Precious.
Yeah. I just thought it was because I was listing 16 to 20 items a day. I was just proud of myself.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know
part of it.
I don't know if that helped it or not.
I think that helped.
Or I was checking my analytics too, and my views went down. I was getting like 12 million impressions views.
12 million?
12 million. and it went down to 8 million in just a week.
So I think I was getting like 12.
I know.
To go
Where
with
do
the
you
12.
where do you find this? Traffic. It's probably under
Yeah.
traffic.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, and traffic, and 80% of it is promoted, so it's still good
Wow.
for me.
You got 12 million?
Yeah.
There's 6 million.
Right now, mine's is down 12%. That's at like 8.6 million right now.
6,306,000, and that's up 13.3% from prior time period.
Let's see. Yeah, mine's is now down 9.6%, and I'm at 8.6 mil.
Probably because you're doing probably because it's shoes.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Mine's boring stuff, so it's okay.
Let's see here. Ed was off getting pizza. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. The photos are killing it lately. That is true. What's up, Swamp Picker? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Glenn.
I ended up shipping 85 cards, one lunchbox this morning. I left the foil hat plugged in. That's good. You got to leave the foil hat plugged in.
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
yeah,
Aliens will get you.
it's important. It helps. It creates a nice bubble around you.
Yeah.
Million? That's it? That's right. Sarah gets all her. She's getting shout out from Commonwealth.
I mean, I have Adam's autograph. I just don't have Sarah's autograph. I've been asking.
Oh, Sarah.
I keep sending her pictures of Sharpies, like with the cabbage patch thing. I'm like, can I get this autograph?
Next time you see her, be like, "Is that the Daily Cabbage?"
Oh, it's going down. It's going down. Yeah. I'll be like, I need 3 signed. Just don't ask about the other 2 because they're
Dude.
going on eBay.
Do it in Vegas. See if she can get a line going.
I'll be like, you guys don't know who this is? You better be following her.
Okay.
Well, then put it away. But I have Adam answer her signature on the orange hat.
She does. He does. Yeah, you have the orange. He won the orange hat.
It's up there. Yeah, on a card.
Yeah, it's somewhere here.
Yeah,
She put it away though.
My signature. It's hard to tell. It's my signature. Impressions was 10 million, down to 6 million this year. Last year, this year's been weird. Yeah. Wow. Sarah, we need Tupperware. Why do we need Tupperware?
To go with Commonwealth.
Oh yeah. She's getting. She and Kevin. Yeah, Kevin was talking about people that do Instagrams just purely for like business purposes, and they brought her up, and Sarah was very flattered. So we bought a cabbage patch off him, and he's right here. So
Haven't they shouted you out a lot though?
on the Trash to Cash, yes.
Oh, yeah, I honestly don't listen to it, so I have no idea.
So Kevin's been shouting you out at him, and
Really?
Dave did. Dave did too.
On the podcast, right?
Well, he did on his channel too, because he's like, that's Adam Pittsburgh Picker's wife. See?
Oh yeah.
Wait, you guys are married?
We are. Yeah. We live in the same house too. She's right there.
I don't believe it.
Yeah,
One bit.
it's amazing, isn't it? But yeah, it was really nice of him either way, and we really appreciate it because, someday this channel's going to get over 2,000 subs. It's going to happen.
How close are you?
To 1966 as of this morning.
And I looked at Sarah. She's close, and she's pretty close to 2,000 followers, right?
She is, yeah.
So she's gonna beat you.
It-
I'm just kidding.
She's going to eclipse the channel. Well, live content just doesn't do a lot for, YouTube just doesn't push it out all that much. So, it's been so hard for me to make like original content with just how things have been lately. So it's been stagnant, and I know it, but
start potting some shorts, man.
that's actually what I was going to focus in on a little bit after we got back from vacation. Because as far as I'm in vacation mode right now, like,
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't want to do anything. Like, I got
Who are you people?
three more days to go, and I'm like,
Because I don't know when you guys saw that I was popping like 2-3 shorts a day. In just 2 days I got like 22 subs on YouTube.
yeah.
So I mean I was just doing it, getting advice from those like vidIQ and that kind of stuff, and that's exactly why I was doing it too.
Well,
And it has been helping.
I was going to start making them like across the 3 platforms. So make the same short for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, and just keep pounding all three of them.
And that's exactly what I did. You know, supposedly on TikTok, you're gonna get a bunch of haters.
I don't care. I just ignore them.
You get haters.
The comment notifications are turned off on TikTok, so I don't even look at it.
So. And I was gonna say for Sarah, what she should do is that collaboration thing, the thing that I did with you today on Instagram, because that post shows up on both of our
that was cool.
And I think I got like three or four followers from that. It's from people that don't even know about me, but they were from you because it's showing the exact same post.
You know what I got from that? Yeah. I got 12 messages from some sort of porn girls. I was like, what is happening? Like, I block. Like, every 10 seconds, I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Block them.
So, block. That's what I got from it.
And that's what I think Sarah should do. She should do like a little collaboration with whoever the biggest cabbie person is, and she'll get a lot of impressions and attention with that.
There you go. Well, I'll explain it to you afterwards. Or, well, you can go ahead and explain it now.
Yeah, so basically all you do, Sarah, is when you post, say you're going to post a picture of a new cabbie, when you post it, and of course you're going to have to get permission from the other person first. I just tagged Adam because I think he was going to approve it anyways.
Yeah, I was going to put that exact post out 5 minutes from the time he did it, so I just, okay, this is easy.
Exactly. Yeah, so whatever you write is going to be on yours, but say you get the person who has like maybe 100,000 followers. If that person approves that you collaborated with them, your post is going to appear on their feed with their 100,000 of followers, and then it's going to show your name. So then you can probably get maybe those 10,000 followers that you want in one day.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, Jimmy, they only let me tag one person.
It's all right.
Jimmy
I'm
does
the Dingleberry group. I'm kidding.
Jimmy does his the reels, which are awesome. Yeah. You always have a good song.
I don't know what happened to the arrow. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I'm not fixing this because I had to.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, did get a complimentary Enaman. Well, is this still an Enaman or is this the Commonwealth pick? Or
yeah, it's still an Enaman.
Still an Enaman. So yeah, we got one.
So
and
that's how you know you made it.
Ooh.
Whoa, bro.
Easy.
Do we need to start getting stickers too?
We could, sure. We should. We probably should.
I just thought of that right now, actually.
Don't leave me in charge of it. I still haven't ordered my new ones yet for my new logo and the picker.
I remember you saying that you're going to order those 6 months ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, you have to talk to the person who owns the rights of the picker first. You
know? That's right. I know.
That's right.
I know who owns the rights to it. I also know where he lives if I got to come get it back.
Yeah. No. You have all permission in the world. As long as I get it free, one autograph.
There you go. Well, if we could have more news, you might. Yeah, no, you're right. I tried, Mark. Last week I jotted down and I even started filming it. And there was no way to make it good. It was all boring and it sucked. And the whole time I'm filming it, literally, if you watch the outtakes, it was me and I started talking and then I'd be like, this is terrible. I just can't. And after about a solid hour and a half of trying to turn these boring ass news stories into something entertaining, I was like, I'm putting a square peg in a round hole here. There's nothing entertaining about this. And I'm like, this is just dumb. So I'm not going to waste my time and put out a crappy video that nobody's going to watch or people are going to watch because they're nice to me. But I don't know. I may take the shorts and chop up different news things and just make them all shorts. I don't know. I do like the food news though, but I don't think I could get away with doing just the food news. So,
no, they're gonna want some reseller.
Yeah,
I mean it is called a reseller news too, after all.
Yeah, I have the 1920s ish. Yeah, that's where she is. A lot of reseller YouTubers are saying shorts are causing their channel to blow up. I would like that.
There is, but there's also a downside to that though, because if they're just there they sub and they just watch your shorts, as soon as you pull out a long form content, they're probably not going to watch it because they're going to get bored of a 10-minute video that you have out. You need to really get their attention, and it's hard for us to do it for smaller people.
It's hard to monetize a short too, so
yeah. I mean it's possible, but
you can do it, yeah, but it's difficult. So Mark has 1,150 subs. Still amazed at that. A lot of people like postcards. Let's see. Yeah, she does pay to promote some of her posts.
Really?
Shorts are now helping recommend long form
Yeah.
content, whereas before they were not. They say. Interesting.
Yeah, they just did that last week. Like, I'm keeping up to date on all this, and whatever they're suggesting, I'm actually doing, and I do see results.
Cool. I cleared out my StreamYard storage to start doing shorts of this show. See if I can maybe edit one together. So whenever something funny comes up. So
The crickets. Or me getting kidnapped.
Oh man, you shouldn't have told us and just did it. That would have been so funny.
I was planning to, but I don't have nobody though.
Oh, you got to figure it out. I'd say ask your neighbors, but you might actually get kidnapped if you did that.
I was like, yeah. I was like,
I know a couple people. Don't worry about it.
These toys and cabbies and dolls is big. Yeah, she is big.
Yeah, and they just ask them if you could do their name on the shirt or something, and just collaborate with them and get those subs or followers.
Yep. Yeah. Mark, seriously.
You guys suck.
Here you go, Mark. That's for everybody. What's up, Junk Monkey? Thanks for coming in. Junk Monkey with the revelation last night as got turned down Naked and Afraid and a couple other survival shows, which I was fascinated with. Couldn't get off that subject. It was awesome. And he throws out videos and eats a cricket. That's right. I do. Let's see. I agree. They say if they watch enough shorts, they might watch long. I also heard if you upload from your computer, you can get money. I don't know. No.
I think it's the opposite, actually. So the way that the way I understood it is right now YouTube is doing it's just a what do they call it? They're just trying it out. I forgot what the actual word is.
Beta.
And not a beta, like it's actually out to every YouTube creator if they have the viewers to actually get the consistent viewers. They have a fund for it. So they have a fund for it of 150 mil, and it's just specifically for shorts. So say you make a short and it goes viral or has, like, for us, I think my biggest one was like 2.3 thousand views, but that's not for a short. That's actually considered extremely low.
Low, yeah.
Yeah, for a short, I think it needs to be like at least 100,000 to even be considered to start getting paid for a short. Yeah. And it is possible, and they're looking to get shorts monetized because, like I said, they're trying to take TikTok and Instagram out of that's where the battle of the streaming world is right now.
Yeah, and it is. Short. It's the future.
Yeah, because people's attention span is small. I already know that if I do it all the time, if something doesn't catch my interest in the first 3 seconds, I'm out. And I'm assuming that's what it is with a lot of things nowadays too.
It's true. Yeah. And I feel like I felt this way for a while on, like, with that being that the short form content is something that is, pushing further towards the future. And then this, like, live form content is another thing that seems to be getting more and more and more and more mainstream. So I don't know. Yeah. If they found a way to properly monetize shows like this, they might actually have something. But
I mean, it's just that's the reason why I'm assuming that's the reason why YouTube doesn't like pushing out lives, because I think you said it in your last live that, or somebody said, I forget who it was actually, that as soon as the live is over, no one is really interested in seeing the replay because they can't interact with the chat like they do right now.
Yes,
and then
that makes.
I think.
Right. Good. No,
I was gonna say that there definitely is a way that they can actually monetize these lives. Maybe put like a little ad right here in the top corner whenever we're doing the live, or something, but something that doesn't actually distract from the live. I mean, that's just stuff that I'm assuming, but short, that's where everything is right now. Yeah, there you go.
Like right here.
Yeah.
Right. Perfect.
But it doesn't actually distract the live itself. People can still click on it and do whatever it is that needs.
Kevin, the check should be in the mail, right? Okay, right there you go. Where's your? But yeah, so that would be cool. Didn't want to eat bugs, yeah. A short fund, yeah, which sounds fun.
There we go.
Yes, that gets Adam attention. 150 million, it does get my attention. 100,000, yeah. That's it's
Yeah,
it's just views though, or is it likes?
I I think it's views. I think
I thought it was
at least
likes.
I'm
Well,
not
on
100% sure on that.
Instagram, they'll start talking to you about monetization if you get a couple videos that have over 1,000 likes. They'll start talking to you about it. So, or reels in particular. They call them sponsors. Yes, they do. Or or sponsors, as Mark would call them. Yeah.
I
So,
sold something finally.
what'd you sell?
A pair of flats.
Oh, nice.
30 bucks. Nothing great. I have to go get a return that I got over the weekend because again, a dumb buyer again can't see pictures. And I'm gonna make them wait until the 14th when I have to go actually get it.
You have such a love-hate relationship with your buyers. It's so funny.
I still got to make the video about the Vapor Max because I have them right here actually, but I still got to make the videos. I have all the clips and everything. I just actually have to make the actual video.
Nice.
And man, that one rubbed me the wrong way. I reported their listings. I reported their account. I went to eBay for Business and reported. I was angry.
Oh, you were. I have a scenario for you guys.
Go ahead.
So, I did my monthly check of our PO box, and there's a return to sender postcard.
Okay.
Looks like this. It says return to sender unable to forward. Okay. So the next thing I normally do is I look up the name, send them a message, be like, hey, this came back. Just going to issue a refund unless you want to pay the additional shipping to have me ship it back out to you. But if not, I'll just issue a refund. So went in there to do it. And it's over 30 days old. So you got to kind of hunt for the refund button at that point. So just out of curiosity, I checked the tracking because that tracking typically tells you a little more detail why they returned it. And the tracking says it was delivered to the buyer's address. It doesn't say anything about it coming back.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's here. And I'm really conflicted on this one. Like the honest part of me wants to just reach out and just be like, yeah, hey, we got this. I'm going to issue your $4 refund, which is probably what I'm going to do. But it's hard to want to do something like that when, according to everything, you have
it. Yeah,
and
have it. Yeah.
This has been since this got mailed out on the 25th of July.
Oh wow!
So
my
it's
God.
been almost 2 months since, and it's now not, and they haven't said a word.
What? Well, I can tell you, I've been in that exact same position too. Actually,
I know what you would do.
oh, you already know what I did. Nothing.
That's what I figured you do.
Well, I don't think you can refund them now, can you?
Yeah,
Technically you
it's
can,
90
but it's a
days,
whole
I think.
process. I think.
Oh, the 90 days? Yeah.
I don't know. I know you got to hunt for the return button, but yeah, I think so. But yeah,
Well, for me, what I ended up doing, it was a Tommy Bahama shirt. What is it? It was out. I got it back, I think 4 months later, actually. So I got it back 4 months later. I didn't do anything about it, but waited 6 months to see if the buyer would ever reach out. So I had it for 10 months without having it online or nothing. It was a $15 shirt, so I didn't care.
Right.
And they never reached out. So I was like, well, 10 months. I gave more than enough time. So I just relisted the thing and I sold it again for 50 bucks.
at that point, yeah, we had that happen with a West Virginia license plate. If you guys don't know, most West Virginia license plates that are older are bolos because the state doesn't have a large population. No offense, Mountain State Picker, but so it's one of the smaller states. Delaware is the same way, and so they don't have as many cars on the road. So that their license plates are a little more rare, especially the 70s and prior, because in the 1970s, West Virginia's population was even lower. So they are kind of a bolo, but yeah, we had one come back. And the same thing, like we contacted the buyer, no message, no nothing. So we just stuck it at the bottom of this cupboard behind here. And Sarah found it one day and I'm like, you know what? Let's put it back on. It's been like 8 months. So we put it back on and it sold almost immediately. So, yes, Mark, it was standard envelope. Yeah. That is weird. I just got one today, and all I do is I send the message and a picture of the address and message in front of the post and a message in front from the post office. Yeah, I haven't contacted him yet. I'm going to more than likely. What's up, Jen?
Hello.
Jen's in the house. This guy says PO messed up and his forward and just slapped another label on it and sent it. I'm not worried about 57 cents. Doesn't happen often. No, it doesn't happen often. Here we go with West Virginia. No. The population wasn't that big in the 70s, so there wasn't that many license plates made. So the older West Virginia, even the newer West Virginia license plates sell well for collectors because there's just not a lot of West Virginia license plates in circulation. Same with Delaware, same with Rhode Island, same with all the smaller states that don't have a lot of cars. So,
were the West Virginia plates yellow?
They were blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow. Because I'm not sure if it was the West Virginia one, but when I was at the flea market this past Saturday, I actually heard someone asking how much they wanted for a particular plate. I couldn't tell the exact state. I just saw the color. They wanted $100 for it.
There's two. Our Pennsylvania used to have a blue and did Ohio have a blue and yellow?
I just had yellow. It's right
Yellow.
Well,
Oh yeah, that's right.
there. Our party plates are yellow.
Okay.
You know what those plates are. You get the DUI. It's like, hey, look at it.
Oh, they do that?
Yeah, oh yeah. They're yellow and red, man. It's funny.
Oh, we don't have those.
Oh yeah, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
Party
Cal-
plate?
Yeah. So like I have special plates, so if I would get a DUI, I have to take my plate, turn it into court, and you get the yellow, and it's ugly. I'm like, oh my god.
So wait, you get a Ohio plate. What does it say on it? Does it say like DUI offender or something, or is it just yellow?
No, it's just it's got that color yellow, but and then the letters are red. They just know.
Basically showcasing that you.
Yeah,
I never knew
it's
that.
a work privilege plate. That's all.
Yeah, so you can drive to work and back.
Yeah,
makes
this
sense.
one's just
So essentially, you're saying that if
this is a 1971.
yeah,
See, this is how cool we are.
right, you have front and back. We don't have that.
Well, not no more. Now we can roll with the back. So I
Yeah.
got
The front and back.
I got this for my Beetle because I can actually
Register it.
put this on my Beetle.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we don't have that, but yeah, blue and yellow there were West Virginia, and blue and yellow were Pennsylvania. But Pennsylvania's blue and yellow has the Liberty Bell in the middle of it. Or no, that's the Centennial plate. Never mind. They don't all have the, but yeah, and it says you've got a friend in Pennsylvania on it. Stupid.
And I got this 1985 motorcycle
Ooh.
license. So
Those are cool.
I just figured because that was the year of me, I was like, hey,
Some of those can be bolos.
not those.
depending.
This $6. I
Yeah.
thought I did good, and I saw this at a garage for $1. I'm like, yes, I got me a motorcycle.
What are you talking about? You could have made $5. That's double. That's more than triple your money, dude.
Oh, I'm still gonna list it.
After 30 days and it comes back, it goes in my monthly paper bin, and if they contact, I will do something. If not, oh well. That's kind of what I was thinking too, because July 25th, this thing went out. It said it was delivered, like the week later, and then I haven't heard anything from them, and it just came back to me. So either it was sitting in the mailbox forever, and the mailman finally just took it out and sent it back, or I don't know. So
How many do you have in your monthly paper bin, Mark?
yeah,
How many do you
okay.
get back?
Yeah, how many do you get back that you have this process? Yeah, for those of us with shoes who drive, that's right. Yes. That's
Wow.
right. I know, rude. Totally rude of me.
Down yonder,
That's right.
down the hollow.
I'll do what I want.
Wow.
You like that one? That was a good one. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
Nope.
Did you hear the? Oh, Ed, you didn't hear this one yet. Ready?
Block him.
I heard that one yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did hear it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So, let's see. Yeah, a lot of the ones that were said it didn't arrive come back in a couple months. I refund them and then relist the card for more. I think I have less than 3% issues per year. Interesting.
Well, what I do want to know is why do they mark them delivered?
Well, here you go. Mark's going to explain. Standard envelope will state delivered when it hits the last sorting center before the house. So that's why. That's interesting.
Oh, wow.
I'm just curious that because the post, I guess, yeah, that does make sense because they're really, I don't think I have
They're,
one here.
they're just like an envelope then, right?
I'll show you one.
Because that's a big advantage for sellers for like you guys to send it like that.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
So it's essentially just a label with a digital stamp on it. So, yeah, that makes sense because the mailman wouldn't be scanning these.
They would just be sorting it like really quick and putting it in your box.
It's going through the automated sorter. So as soon as it goes through this, that makes a lot of sense. But I mean, either way, it's still been over a month since they didn't get it. So we should have heard something, right?
By then it's already not your problem anymore.
Yeah.
But I would still just keep it for one more month to be safe.
That's what we're gonna do. Dark blue with bright yellow rating for super old. Yeah. That's the one. I still need to get my cabbie's plate. Yes, you do. I have so many license plates on the wall in our hallway. She does. They're really cool too. Delaware gives away license plates for the front of your car as fishing licenses because there's a couple beaches you can drive on to fish. So they give you and we've got a couple of those, which has like a cartoon car with a big fishing rod sticking out of it. And they still do that, which is odd. But Delaware plates, if you ever want to see the most boring license plate on the planet, look up Delaware. It's license plate. It's so boring. It's black. I think it's black and white.
That's better than our plates. Ours is just white.
Yours is white with California written in cursive.
That's
but
it.
Your old school ones are awesome.
Yeah.
And I have one.
Yeah.
It's the California with the A is a sun setting. Those were awesome. And then the black ones with the yellow, let's say California, we have a couple of those too. Those are cool.
Yeah, but you gotta pay an extra $150 just for that.
No. In the 60s they were black with yellow.
Yeah, we can still get those.
You can, they re-released them, but we have like 2 or 3 of them.
Nice.
So, buyer needs to have some ownership as well. I agree. Most months 0, I hardly get any issue return, so he doesn't. His paper bin must be very small. His paper bin's more like a file.
It's funny.
This is Mark's paper bin right here.
There you go. The ones that we never even use anyways.
I use these.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I use these for like Sarah's ephemera packs that she makes.
Oh,
I put them in here first to add a little rigidity, and then I stick them in the padded flat rate. So this goes in. I don't ever mail in this thing, but yeah, I use it frequently. And look what I used today.
Nice. Finally.
Oh, you broke the law.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that the DVD box? Is that what that is?
That's the DVD box, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I
Poshmark.
passed. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like...
We sold some, I'm going to say it wrong because me and Sarah purposely mispronounce it. What's another name for appetizers? The fancy name for appetizers? Hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. we pronounce it wrong on purpose, and I always forget to. We pronounce it horse divorce. But we sold hors d'oeuvre forks on Poshmark, and they fit perfectly in that box. So I'm like,
Nice.
So, see.
For me, I really like Coke.
Oh, that's the TikTok thing.
It is.
Oh,
That's the
man.
cheese.
Now it's going to be in my head.
Oh, I got the whole thing. You want to play the whole thing?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Nah. Everybody will be very angry. Did you get that cat video, Adam? I don't know. What cat? No, maybe. I have an open item not as described case. I sent him a return label. He has only a few days to send it back. If I was nice, I would remind him he has to send it back to get his money. I'm not nice. I wouldn't remind him either. Yeah.
I never do that.
Yeah.
I always hope that just forget about it, let life disrupt you.
Oh, yeah. And most of the time it does, I feel like. I'm actually going to try and find out if ours fell off. Well, yeah. So we had a return. Lady bought a Roblox backpack. So, like, the back to school stuff goes on clearance at Walmart. And we bought, like, a bunch of backpacks last year, figuring that we'd have most of them until this year, which actually we sold all but 2. And then we sold the last 2 during back to school. But This lady was like, "Oh, I'm going to return it to you because my son doesn't like it." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, no problem. We got to open a return." And I knew what was going to happen because she's not going to pay $13 to send a $12 backpack back to me.
Yeah.
And so she opened the return, and then nothing ever happened, and it fell off finally. So
Nice.
And Roblox is so hot, it would have just sold again.
yeah,
If she would have.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that we had Friends backpacks, like the show Friends, and then we had some other, like, I think it was Minecraft.
Yeah.
Backpacks, and the Friends backpacks sold first, then the Minecraft ones, then Roblox were the last two hanging on.
That's weird.
It was weird, yeah. I thought so too. The Friends, I'm like, who watches Friends? Like,
It's
but-
still very popular.
I haven't in a while. I mean,
no. Rosie, don't send them reminders. If they don't send it back, eBay closes. Yeah, for sure.
yep.
If Adam would log into YouTube, he can go to my monthly video on eBay standard envelope stats for. I know I have to watch it. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, Mark. I'm so busy 9 times out of 10. And when I sit down, I don't even want to watch and pay attention to things. Like I just want to not pay attention to what I'm like. I want it to be on in the background. That's why we've been rewatching Walking Dead, because so I can yell at like the characters I don't like and then ignore the rest of it because I already know what happens.
Same. I'm barely starting season 10 right now.
Of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I lost interest after Negan.
I'd say I made it to 7. That was it. I couldn't do no more.
What would happen in 7?
Oh,
Was that when they were? That's when they were barely
Was-
introducing Negan, wasn't
Was
it?
Glenn alive?
No, he was already
No.
dead.
yeah, he
Okay.
was done. He was
So
gone.
yeah, I'm about where you are. Once Glenn goes and like Negan starts to kind of just be a douche to them for the like 3 seasons straight, I'm like, this is just getting too old. Like,
Yeah.
this guy's a pain in the ass, but he's not that, like, do something about it or move on. Like, either go kill the guy and do whatever it is you're going to do, or pick up and go somewhere else. Like, don't just sit here.
I wish somebody would hit him with Lucille. I mean, just be like,
Yeah. I want to know, this is what I want to know. Who is cutting the grass?
that is great.
I
Yeah.
have no, like,
That's true.
who's
I never
cutting the
even
grass?
I never even thought of
They
that.
walk into like this abandoned house that's falling down. The grass is low. It's not perfect. Like, there's not mower lines in it. It doesn't look like a golf course, but it's not up to their chins, which it should be.
Yeah, and they don't have no wildflowers either.
Like my
yeah,
neighbor,
right?
my neighbor has a big field that separates our house. So it's like 3 acres in between our house and my neighbor's. And some years he cuts the whole thing. Some years he does what he did this year and just cuts a perimeter and leaves the middle grow. And that, if I were to walk into it, would probably be up to here right now. And that's only been since April. So if it was like 4 years, like somebody's cutting the grass in Walking Dead. The landscapers are still out there. And you just got to go find those guys, because that is a zombie. Those commercial landscapers are zombie killing machines.
Oh yeah, it'd be like
So.
it'd be like putting them in a shredder.
A blender. The old school Delaware play is black and white, but it's blue and yellow now. Yeah, it's super exciting. So, who has the? Is it Rhode Island that says "Live Free or Die" on it?
Wait, what?
Rhode Island. I think it's Rhode Island. It says on the bottom, "Live free or die." You're like,
Wow.
I mean, I'm with you, but I don't really want to die. I'll just move.
Our plate
Not
just
yet, at least.
fights with North Carolina. That's it.
Well, your plate fights with North. Oh, first in
'Cause of-
flight.
Yeah, it's like, well, ours says birthplace of aviation, and theirs is first of flight. So they're like, well, we flew it. Well, technically, it did take off here, but it just crashed. So that's it.
I mean, you got it off the ground.
I mean, the Wrights brothers were here in Daytona. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry we had to take it to North Carolina. If they would have drove a little bit farther, I'm sure we could have flew it somewhere in Ohio.
Yeah, I agree.
Just,
Semantics.
so bring us
I
back
mean-
our plane. Okay.
Ben Franklin didn't invent electricity, but he got credit for it. I mean,
Right.
all he did was not shock himself with a kite.
We can go back to the helicopter too. I mean, if you think about
There
it.
you go. Yeah. I've had 4 returns this year, none of them postcards. 14 requests saying card didn't arrive. Half of them arrived a few days after they opened the case. Some people don't read or understand eBay standard envelope. Yes, that's true. I sent to you, Adam, and to you. I did not see it. Did you send it to me recently? Because that's probably why I didn't see it. Was that the cat eating the corn? Is that what you were telling me? I think that's what it is. Yep, cat eating corn. That's what I thought.
Precious. Okay.
I haven't watched it because we've been on this. I send a blurb when a package.
Oh wait,
What?
I was just messing with you. I was like,
You want me to watch it now?
Yeah.
Gonna copyright claim some audio will be on there.
Just do that.
It'll be some song. It'll be Teenage Dirtbag or something. I'll be like, oh great, there goes this show.
There goes that one.
There goes my $1.24. I send a blurb when a package ups their order and explain how eBay standard numbers works. Nobody reads it. That's good.
Sounds about right.
Sarah, check your block folder. It's probably right above my emails.
Wow.
Block him.
She's right. So we still have ink tags. Do you guys remember the ink tag story?
In
We
the
got-
box.
Yeah, those ones that you put on like shirts and stuff.
Okay.
Somebody bought 19 25 packs today. So,
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, and I have the ends separated from the actual tag, so I've been click 1, click 2, click 3. Then I reach my hand in, stab myself 3, 4. It's literally like picking up like big pins because there's a pin sticking out the end and then the ink tag. So you're like, you can't just reach your hand in because you're just gonna stab yourself. So you got to be careful. So you got to move a little slow. So, what's up, Bartermania? What's an ink tag? I don't think I have one in here. They're the
Those are-
security tags that go on
good.
like shirts that.
J.C. Penney's used to have them on their shirts.
Yeah,
Or
they're-
Marshalls. Or
yeah.
Oh,
So
or
they
not Marshalls, but who was it? Peebles?
People's man. We didn't have People's.
Yeah, go
but-
pull one off, Mark. You'll find out.
Yeah, just go to the store and keep pulling on it until something happens. Yeah, so that's all they are. They're security tags for clothes. 475 of them, yeah.
Wow.
They have pins and you have to put them again. New Hampshire, that's their slogan. Live free or die. That's right. There we go.
Okay.
That's where Walt went. That's where Walt went on The Walking Dead. No, she's got 2 shows molded together there. She's molded
Oh, I
Breaking
see.
Bad and Walking
Yeah.
Dead together.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like,
Oh, wait, there you go. She figured it out.
I was like, what? Not Breaking Bad? I was going to say that. I was like, wait a minute. She messed me up for a second. I was like, well, must be later on after, like maybe season 8 or something.
That's right, yeah. Walt found some zombies, apparently.
I was like, there was a Walt? I was like, I had to think about this. I was like, oh.
Oh, man. Mark just sent me a picture of a postcard I got on a trip. This thing's awesome. It's like patriotic Santa.
Wow.
Nice.
That thing is awesome.
It's a nice
I like
beard,
that.
too. I like it.
It's a good beard. Yeah. He's got some mittens. Yeah. Guys used to wear them back then. The all fingers mittens. Every time I've put on a pair of those, I feel like a child. Like,
Oh, I know. You're like, ours is like probably the size of an oven mitt, though.
yeah.
An oven mitt on.
I never had to wear any of those.
No, you didn't. You don't need them in California. Let's see. What's up, Mark? Looking for Pennsylvania Dare license plates worth hundreds. Not that old. Yes, that is true. They are worth a lot of money. They were a limited edition thing, and everybody bought them for like their cars that were all blacked out and tinted. So they're black plates that have the Dare logo on the right side. They are worth a lot. Hold to the Light. Did not see when I bought the album. Found more. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, they're talking about the cat videos. Let's see. Okay, they're all talking about cabbies. So there we go.
And Mark's doing the OHIO. I like it. IO. Okay.
There you go. There's a guy on TikTok that hates Ohio because he must travel to Ohio frequently because he always puts out the TikTok. He's like, no, and he's crossing the border. I don't know why.
I don't
I don't know. I don't get it. but it's funny.
All
at
right.
times.
Maybe he's from
I just
Michigan.
been seeing cooking stuff on TikTok.
There's so
Although,
many weird.
although now when I see all the reseller TikToks, they're all the same now.
Carrie started it. Carrie and Dave started it, and Commonwealth, I would say probably was up there too. Well,
Yeah,
he may
they're-
have started it too. I don't know. The three of between the three of them, they
They're
all have that same format where it's like some sort of words either scroll or pop or whatever, and then they talk about something for a second and it's done. And
Yeah, that's
everybody copied it.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, sort of. I'm not going that elaborate though. I'm just doing something extremely simple, and sometimes that's the best. Like I have one recorded already. I was too lazy to actually do the very small edits to it.
Nice.
You have to run up to the item.
That's right. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah. you got
Although I
it.
wish I would have gotten the one where the lady was screaming at the cashier.
My favorite one from American Arbitrage was Carrie, and it was like he went into Goodwill, and it's he's like, "This Goodwill sucks," and it says in big letters, "Goodwill sucks." And he went in and like $9.99 for this precious moments or whatever, not worth it. And then he just went. Through a
Oh,
bunch
I
of
saw
stuff.
that one.
That was funny. I thought that was
Yeah,
hilarious.
I've been walking
The
right
one
back out
behind
the door. I'm like, nope.
The one behind the
no.
glass, right?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, it was funny though. Goodwill, but just seeing Goodwill sucks in big letters, that got my attention. I was like, hey.
We ended up going to a Savers first this past weekend, only because
Oh,
we
yeah?
wanted to find personal stuff. And I think I found I found a good amount, like 7 shoes at that store. So
Wow.
that was good. And then we ended up going to Goodwill that was right there because you know what? I was like, you know what? Let's go check this Goodwill. It has nice glass, big walls. There's a homeless person in front. What could go wrong? So we go there.
You're really selling it. Sounds like a great place.
Right?
So we go there, and then they're pretty decent size, very few people inside. And then I go to the shoe section, and all you see is the men. It says in a piece of paper, men's shoes, and everything's just thrown there. Nobody cares. Then you see the women's shoes, and they're all in the racks. So I go through the men's shoes,
Smart.
all worn. They wanted a pair of beat up Jordans for $20. At least they were 20, not 50. So and then
Yeah,
I ended up
that's
going
true.
to the women's shoes. I'm like, oh, a pair of Hokas for $10. Then another pair of Hokas. Then some Asics, some really clean ones. And then they came out with a new card, and all the shoes were $10. And I was surprised because normally they're at least $17 to $20.
Wow.
So I ended up picking up like 7 shoes from that Goodwill.
Maybe your thrift stores are starting to figure out that they're not selling anything if they keep up in the price. So
Maybe Goodwill themselves, because that one is. I'm pretty sure you guys have it too. That one's controlled by a different section or whatever they call them than the ones that control majority of the ones here, because they have Goodwill of Southern California and then Goodwill of Los Angeles County, and the Los Angeles County one is a little bit more reasonably priced. I mean, it's weird why they're not together, but
it's just corporate structure, but yeah. It makes
but
little to no
remember,
sense.
but remember, guys, if you see that homeless person in front of Goodwills, they'll have good prices.
Yeah.
Hot tip from the only things you'll learn on this show.
That's right.
Next, where Ed's next reel is going to be, this Goodwill's awesome because there's a homeless guy in front, and it'll say homeless guy in big letters.
I could have.
that'd
I'm
be
gonna try to do that.
I've never
Oh,
seen
man.
postcards went out. Now it's on my list of to see what I find. That flower frog. I don't know what you mean about the flower frog, but postcards, they're hard to find at thrift stores. You'll find them at antique malls though a lot, and cheap. So I'd recommend checking there. But yeah, postcards. Watch a bunch of Mark's videos. He'll get you ready to sell postcards. Mark drove across your state twice.
Oh, nice.
See? What do you mean the same? I don't mean they're the same. They're just similar format. Like they all have the same relative format. Big letters. Talk about one or two things. Talk about how bad the sale, how bad the store is, whatever. Something like that. We had our logo changed one time to open for business. That was dumb. So glad they changed it back. At a multitask, do a new and ink tags at the same time. Do the news and ink tags at the same time.
Oh, I see.
You will not even have to say anything. Yeah, that'll be real entertaining. Me poking myself with the thing, going 1, 2. Crap! I lost count. 1, 2.
Yeah. Dang it.
It's awful. It's so awful. As another update, finding a new best Goodwill, my local one had 1 week of being good, and then now they've started individually pricing all the shoes, which none of my Goodwills do. That's it. Flour.
That's how they do it here. They individually price everything. I know they're at. No, yeah. If I have to go more north, I think is where they do just a flat price. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, all our thrift stores have different prices for every shoe. The one thrift store is super annoying. They write it on the bottom of the shoe with marker what the price is, so you got to rub that off every time you get a pair of shoes from there. And it's real annoying when they put it on the white part. And you're like, seriously?
I honestly don't even care about that. I just sell it like that, and
I don't want them knowing how much I paid for it.
I
Problems.
sold plenty of those like that before, and nobody's ever said anything.
Oh man, we got guff for it once, and I just don't. I'm really annoyed about having it. I got one neutral feedback for it, and I was like, "Come on, man."
Really?
Yeah, the guy was like, I respect your game and all, but man, could you have not left the $3.99 Walmart price tag on there? I'm like, sorry, bud.
Come on, man.
Jimmy, did you say you have some party plates? No.
Ohio does. I don't.
No, he was just explaining. Ohio had.
They look like that.
Okay.
Funny. So basically, if cops see one of those parked outside the bar, they're coming in.
Oh, you're done. Oh, you're done, dude. You better not even be close to a bar.
That's it. Don't even look at it.
Well, so the funny thing is, if they do see that plate, they will pull that person over and be like, because I guess they have when they run that number, they have the times they're supposed to be in and out
Oh yeah,
on those plates. So
Really?
because I've seen somebody pull over, I was like, oh.
So
It's a word-
it's the vehicle version of an ankle monitor.
No. I guess sort of, because the person's allowed to leave their house. They're just not allowed to drive their car. Their license. It's basically a way that they can get to work still and have their license suspended during the having a DUI. So they can still drive to work and back, and that's it. Or maybe you get an exemption for grocery stores or something like that.
I think they give them 2 hours. My buddy had him. I laughed at him all the time. So that's
Nice license.
he'd call me and be like, "Oh man." Well, this is what I'd get. He'd be like, he's like, "Dude, I just got home. Can you go buy me some beer?" I'm like, "Do you really need beer? Look at your plate."
No, man. Come on.
I'm not supporting your habit. But I was like, "I'll drink one for you." Does that mean? I was like, "Come on, man. Don't do that."
No, that's no. I had a friend like that. If they return the ink tag, save the update for a live show. Give me a heads up so I can load up the labels. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for jinxing me.
Wow.
They won't return them. There's no reason to return them. We definitely clean off the prices, but where we get them usually pay around $7.50. Wow, $7.50 for shoes. That'd be awesome. I've been looking for them for years. My buddy had some issues, but he won't sell them.
I know they sell pretty good.
I bet they're rare. Anything rare.
Because you're
unlicensed
supposed to.
black market, yeah.
Because you're supposed to. Because you got to buy your plates back. So that's why I'm surprised. Yeah, that's why I'm surprised people on eBay actually have them. So it's probably somebody like, yeah, I'll never go get my license back, so I don't care.
Yeah. Or they totaled the car with them on it or something. That's funny.
It's kind of how you were able to get the Little Caesars pizza sign. Pretty sure they were supposed to give that back.
I was so jealous of that, man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Jen's like, you are not buying that. I was like, oh, I want it.
Oh, you should have. It didn't plug in. The plug was missing, though. So it didn't.
I could have wired it. I would have wired it.
Yeah, whoever got that, they knows how to make it work.
Oh, that's awesome. It was awesome.
It's actually pretty simple. Even I know how to do it.
That's pretty awesome.
Because that's what he was still doing with soul videos, and when he was mentioning that, she looked at me. I was like, I did not buy it this time. I did not buy another from him this time.
We sold that thing for almost $100, I think.
Oh yeah, good sale.
We bought it for like 20. Sold it for 100 or something. So yeah, some of the Domino's ones go for really big money.
I think the old
The
style
old ones?
Domino's ones,
Yeah.
they go for like 220 or something like that.
If they got, what's that guy's name? The weird red guy. Oh, what the hell's his name?
Pepperoni? No.
No, I can't remember his name. But if they got him on it, they're worth a ton. Do you? No, they don't have a curfew. Well, they don't have a. They have a curfew. They can only drive a certain amount of.
Droid.
What? Noid.
Oh, the Noid.
The Noid.
There we go. Yep.
Name. All apparel at my Goodwills have flat pricing. Occasionally, they'll pull something and put it behind the counter and price a separate. Shoes used to be $4.99, but today they had individual prices. Oh, that's all.
Oh, what were the price? What?
She's just saying Noid again for some reason.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
Yeah, my savers, every piece of clothing is individually priced. And sometimes you see the Walmart brand ones for like $5.
That's my
Ours-
favorite.
Ours is not. Oh, they have. Well, they individually price the expensive stuff. What's going on?
No,
Thank you, Sarah.
Noid? Is
Yeah.
it a Noid, Sarah? Thanks.
What is
yeah,
it, Sarah?
Yeah, what's the name of it? One more time. Yeah. So they well, you guys know they have a certain amount for tops and a certain amount for t-shirts, and they yeah, that's how they do it. Jimmy for the love, Jimmy in solidarity. Yeah. I use an alcohol wipe to try and wipe off the price. If it doesn't wipe off easily, I just scribble on it with a Sharpie. Yeah, that works. What's up, bearded PokeTuber? Thanks for coming in. Droid, Noid. I still have my Domino's coat from 20 years ago to avoid the Noid. I bet that's worth some
that
money.
Thing's I bet you it's worth it for you. What
I bet
size is that
thing's
thing?
worth a ton. Yeah, easily. Easy $150. I guarantee it. Yeah.
Should be a
Savers
picture.
is
I wanna see
individual
it.
prices, not Goodwills. The shoe prices weren't bad, but still annoying. The highest I saw was $12.99. Wait, it's been longer than 20 years. Oh my god, I'm stuck in the 90s. Yeah, I bet that thing's worth a ton.
My Goodwill, they still individually price everything. At least some of them. I know some of them they just have. I think like with you guys that they just have the little color on the shoulders, and then it tells you what that's just the color of the day, and then like that. But a lot of the Goodwills here, they still have the individual price tag, even though most of them are the same, unless it's like Nike, Adidas, the usual stuff, and then they price it up like for
Yeah.
$7.
Well, the way it used to be with ours is that little thing on the shoulder only used to be for specials because they'll rotate, color, whatever color, because they would do Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Sunday was like half off, or I think Saturday's like 25% off of that color, and then Sunday's half off of that color.
Yeah.
And then they would just rotate, and that was the only reason for having that little barb there. And then now it became this top version. That's why we don't go to Goodwill because
Mark
it's just,
it by the printer.
yeah, it's just so stupid. And what we sell really isn't. Yeah, if we go to Goodwill, it's the bins, and if we don't go to the bins, we're going to other thrift stores before we even think to go to Goodwill. If you see us at Goodwill, something's wrong. Like we've hit some hard times because we're stretching.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Goodwill is getting bashed so much that it's just getting avoided now. Now, whenever I go to the flea market, to yard sales or anything, that's what's packed a lot more than actual Goodwills.
Maybe. I mean, you'd have to see a dip in business, right? Even if it's just from a lot of resellers not going there anymore because they're overpriced, and then you take that into account, and the people that just go thrifting are still not going to spend that kind of money that they're asking for certain things. Like, I wouldn't spend $7.99 on a T-shirt at Goodwill. Like, no.
Okay.
You're right. It doesn't depend on what it is.
Because I have a little bit like, wait,
Yeah, no. If it's an all-over print, something from the
Now,
90s,
a person that doesn't do what we do is not going to spend that for it.
No.
They're gonna be like,
Absolutely not.
$7.99. I can go to Walmart and get it for cheaper than that.
Yeah.
People think.
I mean, even just a regular Nike T-shirt, only because it has Nike, I wouldn't spend $7.99. But your regular person might, if they really liked it.
I don't think they would. I feel like people that just go thrifting for personal use would not spend that kind of money on a Nike shirt. I think they'd know, especially considering that, like, down the street are other thrift stores, St. Vincent de Paul, Red, White, and Blue, all the other thrift stores that are around are half, if not a quarter of that price for probably a similar shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that, I guess that's why I would say they wouldn't, because knowing the competition is much cheaper. So that's just my opinion. And then our Goodwill sells the prison shoes.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Those like things that look like Toms, but they're not Toms.
Yeah.
They're always there. They've got tons of those there. And I don't know why, because there's no prison nearby here. So I have no idea. Closest prison's in downtown. So yeah, I don't know why our Goodwill always has the prison shoes, but they do. So, and I did run comps on them. They don't sell well. Size I wore was a medium. I have my safety pin too. Oh, I bet that's worth it. 92 to 95 is when that thing's worth.
Yeah,
what would you say?
a lot.
$150?
Oh yeah. Maybe.
If it's the if it's
he
the
own it?
starter style, right? The
Yeah,
shine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if it's the only one, you could price it at $500 and it'll probably sell. If it's the only one,
If it's starter style, like with the shiny fabric, the
Yeah.
dominoes on the back, kind of thing, like Michael Jackson looking jacket. Not Michael Jackson, but you know what I mean.
the noise.
That thing's worth a fortune. Yeah. Do you want it? Goodwill manager just texted me
I
and
do,
said,
yeah.
"Load the labels." I'm calling at him again. Yeah. If anything, resellers are willing to pay more than your average shopper. I agree.
Yeah, I'll
Totally.
trade
I
you.
agree.
I'll trade you a pair of Pogos.
I think my wife has officially lost her mind.
And who's your wife again?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Sarah, I think her name is.
That's right.
Block him.
They would buy a Nike. They would buy the Nike shirt and send it overseas in the shipping container. That's right. Our Goodwill's shirt price $3.99. Name brand is $6.99 or up. They had a Callaway last week, $12.99. Was it a polo? Oh God, $13 for a polo is ridiculous.
They want $20 for a FootJoy at Mines.
For a polo?
Yeah, FootJoy Polo. Yeah,
Polos don't sell.
You'd
That's
be
almost
surprised
what we're
they
going to
actually
get
do.
out of it.
So some polos do. If you find the
Some.
Nike Golf Tour Performance, the Tour Performance,
yeah.
those sell because that line
Yeah.
that line is already discontinued.
Well,
They sell
Ti-
for at least between $15 to $30.
and the Tiger Woods polos do pretty good.
Yeah, those two.
Okay.
Um, Ed Hardy's, they do pretty good.
But Callaway Golf, no.
Nah,
Your
you have to
standard
have that.
Nike golf shirt, no. They're all trash, or like the Steelers ones, or whatever. You know, football team polos. Polos went out of style, right? Like that's just not a thing anymore.
I still wear them.
Does that mean it's in style if you wear them?
No, whatever.
Are you on the
whatever-
cutting edge of style? Because I don't think
whatever I wear is completely out of style. 'Cause I don't
exactly.
care. By the way, these are ones that I got for $10 at Goodwill. Some
What is
Adidas Mexico 70.
Wait, why do they say Mexico 70 on the side?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. I don't know why. But they're pretty clean. And then, of course, there it is. $10 if it would.
Wait, let me see that Mexico 70. Is that supposed to be there?
Yeah, that's supposed to be there. And then these are selling for $100, well, between $50 to $100.
Wow.
And
Let's see
they
a photo
wanted,
of those things.
Are those indoor soccer shoes? Is that what they are?
yes. I actually sold a pair of Adidas hemp indoor ones that are red. Then those sold for $100.
Wow.
And then these, of course, they Goodwill wanted if it would zoom in, but it won't. But you can see right there, $10.
Or $10.
And this came out from the new cart that I just grabbed it, and everybody was looking for the clothing, and I went straight for the shoes. But I don't
What
know
size
why
are
it
they?
is. They are a size 6.5 men's,
Oh,
so about a 8.5, 9 women's.
Still. That Mexico 70 logo looks like somebody etched that in there with a Sharpie.
No, but it's actually part of it.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh, when they had a football jersey for $20. Yeah, ours does that too. My favorite is whenever it's our Goodwill had 2 Antonio Brown jerseys for $20.
oh gosh.
Not for the pair, $20 a piece. And I'm like, you should at least do your research and know that number one, the guy isn't on the team, and number two,
Yeah.
he's hated by most people in Pittsburgh
Everyone.
right now. Yeah. So
Just go ahead and send that to the bins.
yeah. So they
See,
do.
like these two. These are some Nike Metcons, $10 as well, and they were just sitting there. These sell for at least $50 to $70. They're
Nice.
weight training shoes. Good amount of
Wait.
thread.
Well, they're weight training shoes. Let me see these things again. I'm sorry.
Kind of.
What makes
they're flat. They're just flat.
Oh, so there's no arch in them.
Like the support is like right there, I'm assuming.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, $10, and that's exactly what I pay whenever that's exactly what I expect to pay for shoes here, because I'm not going to argue with nobody.
I'd pay $10 for shoes. I mean, ours are all. If they see the Jordan logo on them, it's immediately $45 at most, at the least.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw I'm pretty sure you guys did, but my last video that I did, my thrifting one, it was at Savers. They wanted $20 for a pair of Irvings, and there was a big hole in the sole.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. No, every now and again we can get lucky. Like one time at St. Vincent's de Paul, some lady was bringing out shoes, and she's like, "I'll just price them all at $10 for you." I'm like, "All right." And they were Jordans. I'm like, and one Kobe. Then I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'll take it."
Yeah,
this was before he died, so they weren't worth as much. I think I sold them for like $40 or something like that.
See.
So.
I'd have to go out in the car and get them, but when I was at that Max, at that flea market, the one where I my camera messed up. Well, the Kobe's I saw them on the table, and the guy was actually arguing with me because he said they were player worn because his friend worked.
Oh yeah, sure.
At the Cavs.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
It was a Cavs player who wore them.
Yeah.
But they're size 18 Kobe's, and they wanted $20 for them. I snatched them real fast, and I was like, well, when I picked it up, I was like, holy crap, this shoe is huge, man. And he was like, he was like, yeah, that's. Forget who he said it was. It wasn't like LeBron. It was not LeBron, but it was a nobody, more or less. And I'm like, dude, this is Kobe Bryant's shoe. No, this is the guy. No, the guy who wore one of the Cavs. I was like, I'm not saying he didn't wear them. I'm just saying this symbol's Kobe. That's Kobe's signature. And I will pay you $20. I'm going to leave with them.
See you later. I'm done talking with you now.
And then Jen's like, babe, those are size 18s. I'm like, oh, crap. But it'll be all right. Or somebody will just put them on their shelf, and they'll just have it on the back of,
Yeah, the great experiment hasn't worked out yet.
I still haven't sold the 20s. Yeah. And that's what I priced them exactly what the market is going for.
Yeah, I can't wait till you guys ship those.
Hey, made for Christmas.
You're gonna have to stand them up in like two of the big 12x12 boxes because they're not gonna fit in any other box.
Oh, I got a way.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll figure it out.
Oh, I'm sure you will. It's about location. By me, the Goodwill is the cheapest thrift store. When it comes to apparel, most expensive things in the store are $8, except for 1% of things get marked up. Yeah, true. Her coat and pin is older than Ed, and it is.
Is it?
It's a win.
What year was it?
92?
No, I'm older.
Ah, take that, Mark. I don't have a take that type of. Nope. Well, we could do this. There we go. Nike doesn't do golf stuff anymore. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're
that's
all
why that was more desirable. But a lot of them are always custom embroidered already. That's the only bad thing. But some of them are actually worth even more with that embroidery on it.
There was a YouTuber that was buying that stuff for a period of time, and it was very funny to me. Where it was like, the polo shirts that had like, Bear or, PPG Paints or whatever the company's name.
Mr. Tree Service.
That's right. Yes. Like Glenn. You're like, who's going to buy that? Yeah. Who's going to buy that?
No!
Yeah, I thought that was really funny. Yeah, nobody. I mean, a friend of mine so there was a bunch of Patagonia jackets. She bought one they were selling them for $5 a piece at this flea market. And they were Patagonia jackets, and they had the logo of like UPMC, which is like a University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. And she bought it. She happens to work for the other competition, which is funny. But she bought it for herself, and she's like, it's a Patagonia jacket. It's brand new. I'm just going to buy it for myself. I don't care. It says UPMC on it. But other than that, they're worthless. So a lot of Nike golf stuff is desirable. Interesting. I sold some Ed Hardy shoes yesterday. Interesting. I thought Ed Hardy, the market kind of fell apart on that, but
I see them from
No,
time
it's
to time, but I don't pick
coming
them
back.
up.
it is. Well,
It's coming back.
Wonder why.
Mark's whole wardrobe's polo, so there you go.
There you go.
I'd pick up Callaway or Nike Golf if it was 2XL or up and a few bucks. They usually sell for
Yeah.
pretty. See, yeah, I don't have that experience.
Yeah.
Every polo that we've had have sat for quite a while.
I sold a Papa John's polo today.
That
14
that
There you
bucks.
go.
totally different story. I can't believe people collect
Paid a quarter
that
for
stuff.
it.
It's weird.
Well-
Like you, Jimmy, you collect like McDonald's stuff, which makes sense because McDonald's had
Really?
Tons
Call
of
me out
co-
here?
well, everybody knows that you collect. We lost him. I thought, does anybody not know that Jimmy collects McDonald's stuff? But no, McDonald's put out a lot of collectibles. They have cups and glasses and toys and all this stuff. So like that,
Oh,
it
yeah.
makes sense. But the people that collect pizza memorabilia is just very strange.
Not really, because
Yeah.
I mean, there's I'm pretty sure there's more love of the pizza franchise than there's of the McDonald's franchise. I mean, for
You're
God's
just
sake,
saying
they have
that because you love pizza.
that. But remember, we have pizza festivals year round. Also, I've never once seen
I
the
know.
McDonald's festival.
We've all heard about your soft lavender pizza that you had. That
But I forgot. I was gonna send you guys a screenshot too. But we have a squirrel festival too.
Ew. I think I've had squirrel actually. I don't
No,
remember
not
the
that
for it.
kind. It's literally a
Oh, no.
festival dedicated to squirrels.
Oh, so
Yeah,
they're not eating squirrels?
No, at least I hope not.
I feel like I've had squirrel though. Maybe.
I'm sure you have. It's
One of my
pretty common
friends'
around
dad
this
was like a
area.
crazy hunter, and so I had rabbit, deer. I think
Oh,
it was
yeah.
squirrel. I think there was some squirrel in there once. I don't remember, but
Probably some rabbit.
yeah, bolos, not polos. Yeah, if we find Nike Golf, it sells as soon as we lift it. Interesting. FIFA World Cup Final Mexico 70 is what those are, I
Oh,
guess. There
Interesting.
you go. Why do all Jordans smell like cigarettes?
It's true.
It's true. They smell like cricket farts. Size 18 is huge. I have a pair that I still need to clean in photo. Rosie sold an 18 once. Sold in about a month. There you go. The kids love it. Ed Hardy. My teen is always asking me to look for them when searching. Interesting. the soft pizza. That's right.
Which is,
Soft.
yeah, I don't understand because the market used to be flooded with Ed Hardy, man.
Oh yeah. We stopped picking it up because it was like what's those stupid purses that everybody went nuts for like a minute and then stopped, the fabric ones, the weird like paisley patterns on them and stuff.
Oh, Vera Bradley?
Vera Bradley, yeah. Like there was a period of time where like you couldn't keep those things in your store. Like you'd buy them and they'd sell like that. And then now I could literally go to a thrift store and buy 100 of them for $100 and sell.
They're selling for me.
They sell eventually. Like it takes a long time, but there was a period of time where you'd buy them and they'd sell in a day. But now it's like you kind of got to be picky. Like the last one we picked up was it was a hard shell like laptop carrier. So it was still fabric, but the inside was kind of hard. And that one sold for like $40 or $50, but you kind of got to be picky about it. Whereas before you could just anytime you saw Vera Bradley, you just buy it. Even if it was stained, it didn't matter.
Oh, yeah. Anything. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mark's going to sleep again. He just can't hang
Hi,
there.
Mark.
He's still in Eastern time zone. It's only 11 o'clock on the East Coast, Mark.
Right.
And it's only 10 o'clock on. So sleepy. Yeah, whatever. So how many of those 7,000 million postcards did you get listed, Mark? If you're still here. It has to actually be actual vintage, not the remake that was from Walmart.
Right.
It's that Y2K. Okay. Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why a lot of people were just getting mixed up with the Walmart one, and people just got tired of it.
They did Ed Hardy Walmart stuff? Huh. I didn't know that.
And I've honestly only seen the shoes, so I have no idea how the clothes even looks.
And that's where I get confused with things and I just steer clear of them because like I'd overpay for something like that thinking it's worth money and then find out it's worth nothing because it came from Walmart.
Yeah.
So
I mean, isn't everything that Walmart does, isn't it all just screen printed tags now that they don't do any more paper tags?
I don't know. I mean, well, if it's Y2K stuff, so that, yeah, I guess you could get Y2K t-shirts because they would still have regular tags, but Yeah, I just don't know. I leave that kind of stuff up to Sarah if she knows.
I mean, clothes don't sell. So,
No, don't sell clothes.
Nope.
that's what
Especially,
she-
yeah, especially like single stitch shirts. Just send them to me. I'll get rid of them.
yeah, they're garbage.
We have a monthly bonfire for stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we actually go to Jimmy's house because we're not allowed to have bonfires in Allegheny County. So
Really?
no, we're allowed to have fire pits. Thankfully,
Okay.
Ed's not even allowed to have that.
I still have one.
You can have a gas fire pit in California, but not wood.
Wow.
SWAT. There's a wood fire pit in my driveway, and it's there.
Yeah, they well, you okay? Maybe where you are, they used to enforce it in the Bay Area, and a friend of mine got a ticket for having a real fire, and it was $560.
Well, they did say they were going to enforce the illegal fireworks, yet they were blowing them right in front of the cops.
Every year, you get that panoramic shot of LA where it's just
Yeah.
fireworks everywhere. Like, just stop, just make them legal at this point. Might as well.
The helicopter just going slowly. That's
great.
all you see.
It's working. It's working well.
Way to
And
go,
that's-
guys.
That's the cops have better things to deal with than this garbage.
Mhm.
So
Everyone throwing flower rockets.
not listed in 13 days and still selling. Have 19 waiting to ship in the morning. Well, nice. That's pretty
Nice.
awesome.
Show off. Okay.
The Vera collabs do well, but usually skip it. Is what you meant to say. Skip it. I didn't. Yeah, we steer clear of it now. I mean, there's literally in the red, white, and blue thrift store we go to, there's an end cap. Like they have their own little area. There's an end cap of Vera Bradley stuff, and there's always at least 70 bags there. And we kind of thumb through them, see if we see anything like. And it's normally because we're waiting in a very long line, but we normally thumb through them, see if we see anything unique, and then not. We just don't even really pay attention to it. See you, Mark. Thanks for coming by.
Hi, Mark.
Good. Have a good sleep, Mark. Yeah, there's a lot of things that did it. Well, do you think Squishmallows go in that direction? Well, I mean, if I ask you that
Yes.
question, are you going to be honest?
I mean, you got to go with the seasoned ones now. I mean, like Halloween ones are doing well. Christmas ones will start doing well.
Yeah.
So
I think everybody went crazy with the Squishmallow trend when everything was locked down, and now that everything is back to normal, it's the common ones aren't really selling that well anymore, unless you get the clips. Those sell really good. The clips, because that's what everybody's looking for. And then of
Clips?
course the holiday, yeah,
with the
Squishmallow
little
clips,
keychains.
like the one that
Okay.
Jimmy has in office. I don't know if you still have it actually.
I do.
And so then of course is the I think it's the Black series. Those are always in demand because they make a very limited amount. And of course Jack the Cat, the black one, the very first one.
I still don't see the cow.
It's they're
Yeah.
making a bunch of them. I think the last one they made was the Valentine, the one with
There
the
was-
heart.
There was a
they were-
massive end cap like bin at my Walmart, and they were all unicorn. Oh,
There you
Did you see it?
I did
go.
briefly. Somebody's gonna freak out if they see that. Squish and Plush does hardly anything for me. Yeah, we used to sell a lot of them, but we don't much anymore. I feel like
maybe-
they flooded the market on them. Not as bad as Beanie Babies, but they're bad. They still
think what
do
it-
make rare ones.
I think what ended up happening too is the fact that they were selling it for so cheap that people were just taking a chance and just putting them up, and now the market probably got too saturated again. And they were
Yeah.
selling cheap, and now my flea markets they're selling it for $6 a pop, which is no.
Not at our flea market. That's the moron. The guy's still trying to sell. Sarah wanted to buy the hamburger off of him, and he wanted $50 for it. She's like, no.
Still?
She's like, I can get it for $20 on Walmart. He's like, yeah, you can't find it. She's like, I can find it. Trust me, I'm not paying you $50 for it. I'll see you
Yeah.
later. Like she probably would have paid 30 for it and given him a $10 profit or a $20 profit, but $50, give me a break.
Yeah.
But the reselling rider 60-inch Squishmallow is a bola. Oh man, that would be an awesome one. It'd be like
Hey, Tommy.
Ed with his glasses holding a pair of shoes and an IKEA bag.
That'd be awesome.
I love selling plush, but not specifically Squish. They realized what ones were popular and remade them. Yep, Yeah,
That too.
we've been doing okay with random plushes that Sarah's been picking up. She's been getting like the ones from theme parks, like the squid, and we got a stingray, and we got and they sold pretty well, pretty quick, less than a week.
There's a bunch of Knott's Berry Farm, Universal Studios, and of course Disneyland theme ones here. But every time we pick them up and we price them competitively, they never sell. And I think it's just Knott's isn't as known, at least anywhere else other than here in Cali. But of course Disneyland is. But then when it comes to Disney, all that is saturated.
Yeah, Disney can be. Yeah, it's $20 on Walmart. I still need to buy it. Oops, Jimmy, I found an original pumpkin bucket at our Goodwill. It has a strange face. I sprinted across the store when I saw it. Found a Batman and Spider-Man.
Nice.
Pumpkin bucket? Was it what pumpkin? Are you talking McDonald's pumpkin bucket or the little?
It might be a general.
What is it? It's called General Plastic or General Foam. Yeah. Did you know Walmart's making them?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're not General though. I don't think.
No, they just say. I think they say made in Mexico or whatever.
$2. The only advantage to that would be is if they go on clearance and they got a ton of them left over after Halloween for like a quarter. I'll be buying them, selling them for $5 next year. So,
You have to keep them for so long, though.
I don't care. You don't actually.
They sell all year round.
Yeah, they sell all year round. Even Sarah's gone and bought those. No, they're like little plastic pumpkins that are decorations.
Oh,
They're the basic decorations, for the basic.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, the pumpkin buckets don't sell either. Don't do it.
No,
Or-
not mine.
Well, you gotta think. So, like, what people do is Halloween. They got the jack-o'-lantern, and then Thanksgiving they spin it and they have their pumpkin. See, brilliant.
Beautiful.
Done.
The logic. And people buy Halloween stuff all year. But yeah, if they're on sale, I'm gonna be buying some.
well, I'm telling you, even like I said, right now, I can't even find the costume for my daughter right now. It's only September. I can't even imagine when it comes to October already.
I'll keep an eye out. Do you want Pikachu? Tell me offline
Yes.
what size.
Already.
Or maybe you should say it now, and then that way, if anybody finds it,
Yeah, I was like, somebody here
I'll
may
just-
have one.
Just a 3T through 4T.
3T,
Like, I mean,
4T Pikachu.
Yeah.
Everybody hear that? 3T, 4T Pikachu is what Dad's
All
looking
right,
for.
got it.
Oh, I haven't checked the other Spirit Halloweens or Halloween City, so maybe they might have it there. But I'm starting to see that they have them focusing more on the teenagers, adults. They don't really have a section for little kids anymore.
Yeah.
Like-
She's going to look for some on vacation. There you go. Basically, pick up any character plush that is less than $1, even the bad picks sell for about $10. Yeah. Trick or Trick, old time General Foam. Those are awesome. Yeah. Rumor has it a few bigger YouTubers had Squishmallows, but Walmart had to pull them because they kept robbing the other Squishmallows blind. Oh. Somebody bought a whole bunch of Squishmallows. General Foam's where it's at. I already sold the pink. Yeah, we did sell the pink and blue one. Same person on Poshmark, which is the best because that's an oversized box now with combined shipping.
It's perfect.
I'm so happy they sold on Poshmark. So
Yeah, when she sent me the picture of those colors, I was like, man, those are the good ones, man.
yeah, that's actually the two colors that Walmart's selling too. And
Yeah,
I think I didn't even see any orange ones when I was there. I think it was just those two colors.
I just think we had the little mini ones.
Yeah. We have the full size ones. They're on
Yeah.
they're $2 on the end. They were $1.99 on the end cap, and they had a ton. And I'm like, oh, I hope they don't sell all of these because I'm buying a lot of them after Halloween. Halloween and Christmas are the two best holidays for clearance sales because they always overstock on stuff and they never sell it all, like ever.
No.
No. I like Christmas after Christmas because that's when they have those red and green bins for sale for like $2 a piece.
Yeah.
That's,
Ed's garage is very Christmas themed.
actually, it's not. All the other people beat me to it because I never knew about that sale until I became a reseller. So then when I went to go check, they were all taken. The only ones that were left were the red ones, and they had no top. So that does nothing for me.
Yeah, we cleaned up on Christmas, back to school, and Halloween last year pretty well at Walmart. And I'm look. We didn't do. Everybody says go to like Lowe's and Home Depot after Christmas, like a half a month after Christmas or almost a month after Christmas, because you can really clean up on like blow up Christmas decorations, lights, weird electronic controls for the lights, stuff that's super expensive is now like 75% off, and you can get a real good price on it and sell it real good next holiday season. So we're gonna try and make a conscious effort to do that this year.
You should try for the Christmas lights because those LED ones are expensive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I paid $64 just for 12 feet of LED lights.
So yeah,
$64.
last year we were early was our problem. We went like two weeks after Christmas, and it was all like 25 to 50% off, and it wasn't really worth it. And then we were like, oh, we'll just come back in a couple weeks, and we completely forgot. So this year we're gonna have to make a conscious effort to do that. So let's see. I'm waiting for POS to change their shipping model. I worry the electronic change was the beginning of the end. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that myself.
They already changed it. It happened today.
Just for electronics.
Yes, just for electronics.
Yeah,
today.
she's saying that she's worried they're going to change the shipping model and everything.
For everything, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Posh made a change, and you can only ship electronics parcel select now. So
And you go watch my video. I made a video about it.
Go watch Ed's video. I'll explain it all. Does anyone else use Poshmark just to send stuff to friends?
Never have.
Never have. Absolutely
No,
not,
but
Tommy.
maybe I should.
None of us would do anything like that. That was not a good idea that you just gave us. We would never.
I mean,
Even
there may have been
think.
some tape guns that came through. I'm just saying. Who knows? Who knows?
Bless you.
Ooh,
Bless you.
There you go.
Good one.
Salute.
Sounded good.
Sound like a goosebump one.
Yeah. I found some cool masks too. Just put them on the store. The creepy old pirate took me 2 hours to fix his hair and beard. Oh, jeez. So thank
Are
you.
people still buying out the giant skeleton and selling them for an outrageous price on eBay? They still are.
Yep. Him and the Scream mask are the two bolos that don't ever seem to go away. But the Scream mask, you got to be careful. The one that's made in China is garbage. Or it still sells, but it doesn't sell for that much money.
Yeah.
Isn't it the what's the one that you have to look out for? The one that's the expensive one.
The Scream mask, the big white guy with the open mouth.
Yeah, but it's a specific one that it has
Yeah.
a certain company name on it. Though.
It does. It's made. If it's made in the USA, you got it. If it's made
Okay.
in China, you don't got it.
Got
If you give, but the one in China will still sell for like $10-15, but it's not going to sell
Right.
for. The one that's made in the USA sells the original '90s Scream mask. I can't remember the name of the company either. I'm sure somebody will tell us. But if it's made in the USA, you've got it, and it's worth hundreds.
Yeah, almost 200.
Yeah,
Yeah, the bleeding mask does pretty well.
And I think the fact that they're remaking, or I don't know, remaking or making
They
another
remade
movie of it. They're remaking it, right?
they already
So-
remade it. I thought.
Really?
I thought it was out. It might.
But-
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, but it was Easter Unlimited. That's the one that I thought it
Easter
was as
Unlimited.
well.
There you go. Yeah.
And so with them remaking the movie, I'm pretty sure it's gonna shoot up even more in value too now.
Yeah, probably. I may or may not have made a $3 listing for a friend to buy cheap shipping. What's up, Golf Coast? New logo.
Hey.
I like it. Thanks for coming
Hey,
by.
Ron.
Nice.
Let's see. Rosie, yep. Burner account. Use it when I need it. Can't beat it. What's up, Yakov?
Hello.
Hey.
Lurking. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you lurking. I'm not saying I should list a video game under toys, not electronics, but I wonder what this is to Miss Trevor. Oh, geez. Here we go.
Compared to, I'm pretty sure they'll figure out with your title.
Maybe. Never know. It's the old photos and paper that makes me sneeze. Yeah, it's true. Bless you. The bleeding mask, right? Yeah. Easter Unlimited. Yeah.
What was it bleeding though? I thought that one was just a plain white one and that's it, not the bleeding one.
I always thought it was either. I think it's.
I think it's either or.
I think the best, the thing you're looking for is that right there. If it's Easter Unlimited made in the USA, you've got it. It doesn't matter what's on it. I've seen them sell damaged for like $110.
Wow.
Where that back like black thing is a little ripped up. I've seen the mask like kind of dirty, still sells for $110. If it's in perfect condition, and it's almost $200. around this time of year, I bet you get $250 out of it.
Yeah, sure.
So,
And then you'll get that return the next day.
yeah, November 1st, it'll get returned. So,
Dang it.
yeah, I think either or Easter and lemon. Yeah, Rosie did find one last year. Yeah, that's a no returns sale. If you guys don't know that, if it's a big profit Halloween anything sells in the middle of October, it's no returns. This is not coming back to you. You're not going to use it at a Halloween party and then give it back to me.
Right.
So, yeah.
I mean, Rosie's been getting lucky with all the high-end finds lately.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Parcel Select doesn't have insurance, right? Or is it Posh covering the items? I thought Parcel Select does.
Posh will still cover the item because it's still using their label.
Yeah.
So you still have their protections.
I thought Parcel Select does.
Well, it's still using the Posh label, so whatever deal they have with the post office is going to be the same thing.
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
I'll pretend to. Got to find Parcel Select on here. Where even is it? There it is. No, it doesn't on eBay. USPS Parcel Select does not. You know, it's funny though. Like, I mean, so let's say Poshmark doesn't have a deal with them. So, like, for this particular item, I know it's only £1, but still, the difference between USPS Priority is $7.90. Parcel Select is $7.75. So, I mean, really, how much money are they? I mean, maybe they got a deal or whatever, but I mean, how much? I don't ever remember Parcel Select being all that much cheaper in general.
Well, you do know the reason they're doing it, right?
Why?
Go watch the video.
Okay, I'll watch it. I haven't watched your video. I apologize. I don't watch YouTube. I think the glow in the dark ones are the best. Yeah, you're right.
I could tell you why they did it.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
It's okay. It's already an old video, anyways.
Okay, go for it.
The reason they're doing it is because remember the changes they did to electronics, the actual post office. They did last month? That you had to put that warning about lithium batteries.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So the reason you can is because priority mail goes through air. Now lithium batteries, everything, you have to be responsible yourself. You have to put the warning labels, and you have to use a non-priority box. So if you're selling a bunch of electronics, you should already have some anyways, but you have to use your own packing material now, and you have to make sure the proper labels are on there so you could even send it. If not, it's getting returned back to you.
Is this a big problem in America? Are we having lithium batteries exploding in airplanes left and right? Because I have for sure flown with many lithium batteries in the cabin and underneath the plane in my bag. And I've never once. Have you ever heard a news report? New at 11, airplane goes down because somebody had too many lithium batteries in their checked luggage. Like, it doesn't happen.
No.
So what's the big deal?
I think I think they got a lot more serious when all the the S7s were exploding.
All the Notes too.
The Note 5.
Yeah, but that was a defect in the phone.
But then they got thinking, whatever happens with a bunch of other stuff that's going on the plane.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying, like, we should be assessing risk based off of, like, we sell things online, right? And the way we figure out what sells is we look at history and go, oh, these sell consistently. Like we're talking about the mask, and Gulf Coast is actually bringing up a good point. The glow in the dark ones do the best, and yes, he's right, they do. Okay. But how do we figure that out? We look at statistics from the past and go, oh, well, this is selling a lot. The airplane companies don't offer, or the FAA doesn't operate on the same thing and say we've had 2 instances of 2 batteries exploding in the last 15 years. And both of them were defects, and it hasn't happened since.
Right.
True.
And it's not because people aren't flying with batteries, because I can promise you they are. So, and I know for a fact that I can overnight a cell phone to somebody. I know for a fact that my Apple iPhone that I'm going to pre-order is going to get on a boat, end up in California, and then get flown to me with a battery in it. So, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's stupid. It's as dumb as me standing in that stupid scanner on my way in to get on a plane, as far as I'm concerned. Because
I think that I think they're just trying to get ready for the holiday rush, because they know a lot of your regular people aren't going to know this. and they're just gonna do whatever they want.
Which will be great for Parcel Select because it's going to take almost as long as media mail to get to you. So
It's gonna take 30 days.
yeah, exactly. So, well, to think how many I've passed over. Yeah, those things are good. Easter Unlimited was made in China. I sold one. My Easter Unlimited was made in China. I sold one for $150 last year.
That's what I was thinking.
I thought the Made USA I thought Easter Unlimited was made in USA, but maybe I'm wrong. So, I found one and made a video a year ago. Sold for $400. Wow.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Was that the Made in the USA one then?
I thought there was one that was made in the USA. Maybe I'm wrong. So, Yakov, was yours made in the USA? Parcel, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't have insurance. We've used it before, paid $2 or whatever it was. I think it's about the batteries. They're doing it because so many electronics have batteries. So dumb. No insurance with Parcels like it goes ground only. Lithium batteries can't go air anymore. Send it UPS ground. It has insurance by default.
I mean, nowadays measuring tapes have batteries.
Spoken like a former UPS driver. Yes, I've read and heard at least a couple fire. Yeah, a couple. FedEx planes aren't just like. It's not happening. Cha-ching! Sold some Kobe Mamba instance for 57 plus shipping. Instance?
Nice.
What is that? Am I crazy or is that not a word?
Instance.
Instance?
I wonder if it was an instance. So
is it instance or I don't know.
Instantly?
Maybe. I don't think Posh will cover it if it's damaged in transit. When you list electronics or other breakables, they give you a warning, and you have to click something that you acknowledge it's breakable.
But I only get that for breakables. I never get it whenever I post some electronics. I never get that warning.
Yeah. I guess my new iPhone coming next day airs really aren't. No, it's not. It's not coming at all. It's coming over on Donkey.
I heard a bunch of people are bashing the new iPhone because there's nothing new about it.
There never is anything new about it. No, there is actually. There's some. I'm gonna order one just because I want a bigger phone. But I wouldn't order it if. You're right. They incrementally update their phones, and it's very. I was telling my buddy this is that if in the next 2 years Apple doesn't come out with or really revamp a lot of their products, you're going to start seeing a kind of a mass exodus because they really. I understand why they do it. It's been their policy forever that they don't make big changes to any of their stuff unless it's next to perfect. So like a good example of this is Samsung's book looking phone that is junk.
The Z Fold.
Yeah, where but more importantly, the line starts to form down the middle of the screen, and it becomes a problem. Like Apple would never put anything out like that. I mean, they have, they put out stuff that didn't work correctly before, but they would never do that. But yeah, you're right. If they don't start innovating again a little bit more and coming up with and really revamp this iPhone or come up with something that's just going to blow everybody's mind, you're going to see a lot of people getting away from Apple.
They should re-release the Sidekick. Call it the Apple Sidekick.
That's a Motorola.
They call it Y2K. There you go.
They did. There is a Motorola Sidekick flip phone with a touchscreen.
Oh, well,
it's Android based. It was a flop because it sucked. No idea where it's made. All right.
Oh, okay.
That's the. There is one with a trademark T symbol you want to look out for. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's a trademark T symbol of some sort or a symbol. Instincts. Got it.
Instinct. There we go.
The best part is UPS/FedEx fly most of the USPS mail.
That's true.
It's an awesome phone. I own it. Z Fold 3. I heard it's awesome, but I also heard they had some major issues with it.
In the beginning, they did have major issues because the screen kept cracking.
Yeah.
I think they finally figured that part out.
Yeah, but that's what Samsung does. They put out a lot of really crazy technology really, really quickly. And I get it. I just want my stuff to work all the time. And I want it to work with everything else in my house without having to do a lot of extra shit.
I would just want to have a phone. I wouldn't want it to fold up into a tablet. I mean, it's cool, but
yeah, I agree. They went all out after the year after they would If they went all out the year after, they wouldn't be in business. In 5 years, same with all computer companies, CPU. Yeah, you're right. I just feel like they need to make some major change, just a couple major changes, because they've been incrementally making the phone slightly better, and it just.
I mean, for phones, what can you really make different nowadays? Anyways, just keep upgrading the camera.
They did come out with a cool thing where like the camera is for the Face ID. It now is functional. So like that little bubble's always there, but it expands to show you notifications, and then it shrinks back down. It'll drop down. It will have little icons next to it now, which I've been told, because Android users love to chime in on things like this. It's just
That's
like
what
politics.
I was going to say right now.
It's just like politics. One side of the political spectrum keeps their mouth shut for the most part and doesn't say anything until somebody says something to them. Then they'll say something back. The other side is constantly squawking about the one side. Same thing with Apple users. Apple users are like, I don't need to say anything. It doesn't really matter to me.
Right.
And Android users are always like, oh, look at that stupid iPhone. We've had that for 20 years on Android on my Samsung phone. My camera's 58 megabytes or whatever megapixels, and Apple users are just like, okay.
And that's what I was gonna say. It's usually always just between Apple and Samsung now. You really don't get reference with any other phones. But
Right.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Mine was able to do that since the S20.
Yeah, which is
Right.
fine. And you know,
But I'm not so hard. I'm not so hardcore that I'm gonna go and bash every Apple user either. It's like
No.
they like Apple, so be it. But I know there are people who are like they really hate people who just use Apple because it's Apple. That's it. It's
yeah,
weird.
that's exactly true. Dude, Android users are full of opinions. Apple users are just like, I just want it to work. That's all I care about. And that is truly the only reason I own an Apple product, is because, number one, I have Mac computers and I have an Apple TV. So it doesn't make any sense for me to have anything but, because they work so seamlessly together. Like if I want to send a photo from this phone to my computer, it's really easy. It's like it's simple as sending you a text message. So,
Yeah.
and if I'm sitting in here and my television's playing something, I can tell my phone to stop it. Simple. So, yeah, here we go. We got the bashers coming out. No Android has ever been awesome ever. Great for, I could see that. Yeah, big screen for video editing. Yeah. I have a Motorola Android. It's great. There you go. How do you even take a photo on an Android? My mom had one. We couldn't figure it out for years.
It's right there.
Very simple. There you go.
You just swipe it up, man. That's ready to go.
Her phone, we find her mom's phone was just not good. We just talked her out of it. We're bet she's an Apple user now. Well, Android users always have their phones on charge. They have plenty of time to get online and watch out.
Oh, jeez.
I'm imagining Tommy is an iPhone user.
I can imagine.
Adam,
that
you're
too.
right about why we buy Apple products. Yeah. So
Yeah.
love the camera on my Android.
So
phone.
you can cry when the battery expands and it looks like this, like a smiley. Like
I've
my
never
daughter.
had that happen.
Dude, I've had to replace 4 of them because of that.
Here's the
Not
thing.
me, I'm saying my daughters. I'm like,
I have never had a defective iPhone. I had one that I didn't care for but that was just because of the design of it. And that was the 3GS, had like rounded beveled.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
just not, it wasn't it was plastic on the back, and it was like beveled, like where it was like, instead of it being like a candy bar like this is, these were like rounded. And it was just like you'd hold it and like it would slowly kind of slip through your
Yeah.
fingers. You're like, this is not a good phone. But that was real early on, and that was really the only one that I could think of that I just didn't care for. And the rest of them, the best phone they've ever made by far is the iPhone 4. The iPhone 4 was the GOAT. Like, that was original candy bar shape. It had one of the best cameras that they ever put on a phone. Had the first front facing camera, first video chat, everything. Loved it. I didn't want to get rid of that phone when I got it.
I forgot how small those things were back then too.
They were
Yeah.
tiny. Yeah.
they were tiny.
There was that period of time where cell phone company, like, it's funny how it comes full circle, right? Like, remember when digital phones first came out, when it was like, we're going to digital. Sprint PCS, and all this garbage, right? And then, like, I felt like there was a period of time where phones were getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and
And
smaller.
then all of a sudden, whoop.
And then all of a sudden, like the PDAs started coming out, Palm Pilots started coming out, Nokia came out with a few things, and then it started going. And now they started getting bigger. And now, like, you could get like Yakov's phone. It's basically a tablet that unfolds.
Hello.
Yeah.
Didn't
It's
it
like, hold
start
on.
with the? Didn't it start with the Note series when Samsung announced those?
I thought the Note came after the iPhone.
I have no idea.
I
Yeah,
think the
it did.
iPhone was the originator.
Yeah.
Because what happened was you had
Yeah,
Palm
yeah.
Pilot, you had BlackBerry, and you had Nokia had like their own version of BlackBerry, which was kind of garbage. But either somebody had a Palm Pilot and they were kind of nerdy, or you had a BlackBerry because you needed to get your email. And I was a BlackBerry user, and then Apple came out with the iPhone. And everybody wanted an iPhone. And I remember I wanted an iPhone, but I couldn't get an iPhone because it didn't support our email server. So I couldn't get my email. There was a period of time where I had a BlackBerry for work, not mine. It was my company was paying for it. I had a BlackBerry for work, and my BlackBerry would forward automatically emails to my iPhone so I could get the email on my iPhone because the screen on the BlackBerry sucked. The iPhone screen was awesome, and you wanted to be one of those cool people holding an iPhone, not holding a BlackBerry. So yeah, there was a period of time where my BlackBerry would forward my emails to my iPhone.
Well, for me, I didn't even know. I honestly did not know what a smartphone was until the Samsung S3.
I don't. How long ago was that?
I have no idea.
What number are you on now?
We're on the 22, about to go
22.
23.
It was a while ago.
But I didn't know about
Unless
it.
they come
because
out with 5 phones a year.
Well, I didn't know about it because at the time phones were not able to play any games, so I didn't care about it. And then I only started
about
caring
the
about
games.
it when GPS came out because my job at the time I needed to rely heavily on GPS, and then that's when I started noticing them, and then that's how.
You
I
want to know the
started
first GPS program I had? This was before Apple Maps. This was before Google Maps became a thing.
MapQuest
MapQuest.
I was gonna say it was
MapQuest.
probably MapQuest, man.
MapQuest had
or
GPS.
or
and
as
it was awful.
or as Jeeves.
Yeah. The problem with it was it would go make a left, make a right. Your destination's up ahead, and that's all it would say. And so you're guessing. You're like, which right? Is it this right or is it that right? I don't know.
Well, for me, I had to print the directions out, and I had to be telling them to my mom. And if I said it wrong, I did not want to go
Oh,
that
man,
night
do you
because
remember
something
that?
was going to happen.
Printing out MapQuest directions. I'll never forget
Yeah.
it. And kids, that's one of those things kids these days will never know the pain of sitting there like, hold on, I don't know where this is. I'm printing out MapQuest directions.
and you better make sure you're on the right freeway, or 20 miles
Oh,
later,
yeah.
you're going to find out.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
And then you're never getting back.
So it's
Not
like,
with MapQuest.
if you reach Jefferson Street, you went too far. Damn it! Like, it's way back there.
Yeah, well, these are useless now.
Yeah.
Unless we're
You gotta-
coming, we got to drive back to the house and start all over again because we have no idea where we are.
Especially being in a big box truck, you're like, I can't do a U-turn. What's
No.
going on here? Oh my god! You got GCs
No.
calling you. What is?
Yeah.
going on?
Oh no, it's yeah. The first GPS programs were terrible, but Google Maps was the game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they started actually pinpointing like restaurants or something that was there, that was
Mhm.
cool. I was like, oh,
Yep.
there it is.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. Now you got a 3D view of your city going into it.
Yep.
Must be the operator. Mine stage starts for 10+ hours with lots of use. Oh, here you go.
That's impressive.
You know, that's West Virginia phone. It's like our Chili's. It's the best. That's probably true. What's up, Paul?
Hey, Paul.
Thanks for coming in.
People,
The 4S was a good one. The 4 sucked. The 4, you might be right. Yeah. Yeah, our daughter's iPhone literally warped and melted, popped the screen up, bent in half. Now it's like, how the hell does that happen? I've never seen that happen. Jeez, that's crazy.
How was that?
Yeah. And how much was she doing it? Did she on it 24 hours a day?
oh yeah,
That's some heat.
they literally burn them out.
Well, like my phone shuts down, or my phone gives you a warning and shuts
Yeah.
itself down when it's too hot. So it should do that. It must be a defect, because I get it all the time when I'm doing Uber, because the Uber app does not shut off. It stays on. And so it overheats my phone, and it's like, your phone overheated, blink, and then the light goes off. So
For me, it only does it when I'm charging. It says it's overheating, or if I'm using the camera, it says that it's overheated, and it just shuts the app off, and that's it.
yeah, it's from just the screen being on for so long. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm glad she didn't get hurt. MapQuest guilty. Yep. Those sheets of paper never rerouted for. No, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't. Drove across the state at 16 to go to a concert with my friends. Had printed MapQuest directions to the venue, but not the ones for the way back.
Oh wow!
My buddy threw away the
that's-
directions at the show, leading us to say it was a fun time. Kidding.
I forgot you had to go. You had to get it from going there, and you had to get one for going back too. I forgot about the going back part.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
mine was I had to remember where the way back, or else I was getting in trouble.
Yep. Yeah. That's MapQuest was crazy. The thing I like about Apple is every time I've had a problem with their product, I've just brought it in the Genius Bar and they have fixed it for me. That's true. My friend tried to get money for her car. Literally everyone blamed the other. Even her insurance didn't pay. Blame the charger. Oh, for the phone. The phone. Got it.
Yeah, that was blamed. It's like, oh, you didn't use an authorized so and so charger.
Anything to not replace. I actually have a pair of Oakley sunglasses, and I thought they were going to do this to me. So, like, Jimmy, you've seen them. Everybody's seen them because my big blue Oakley sunglasses. So, like, there's like on the inside, there's like this rubber, like thing right where on the arm, and this is my second pair. The last time the rubber thing starts to pull off, and then like if you leave it in a hot car, like in your little sunglass holder thing, I'll take them out and they'll be covered in glue because the glue gets too hot and comes out. And I'm like, you would think sunglasses would be able to take a little heat because they're sunglasses. But, and you know, who doesn't leave them in their car? So I sent them back to Oakley. I made a product claim and everything. I'm fully expecting them to say, well, you shouldn't have left them in a hot car.
Absolutely.
When my response would have been like, they're sunglasses. But yeah, they covered them. I got to mail them back, and they're going to send me another pair, a third pair of them, which I'm sure in a year will have the exact same problem. But by that time, I'll they're $275 pair of sunglasses. So I'm getting
to withstand the heat.
Yeah, you'd think so, right? I have a pair of like $90 Oakleys. They're probably 150 brand new. I bought them used on eBay for $90. And the lenses aren't as good as the blue lenses, but they're all right. And those I've beat the living crap out of because I used to use them for landscaping. So those have taken, acorns to them. They've got rocks hit in the face. I've dropped them, like all kinds of stuff. And those are fine. There's not even a scratch on the lens. But these ones, you're like, don't leave them in a hot car. The glue's going to come loose. Let's see. Yeah. She's using an outdated 7. No.
Yeah, she loves it.
The 7 was a good phone. Sarah swears by it. 7 was her favorite phone.
Yeah.
So
this one her sister beat the crap out of, so it's
a little rough.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Button stick.
So I told her, so that's what happens when you keep farting on your phones and bending your phones up. I can't help it. You know what I mean?
Gotta lay off the chili, kid.
Yeah, quit sitting on them. I don't know. I'm just joking.
Anyway, we're about over. So, what do you guys got coming up this week? Anything?
So if you guys didn't hear in the beginning or in the middle, or I forgot where, I did do a video about the new requirements for the Poshmark for electronics. Give that a watch if you want to know more about it. And then I have everything ready to make the video about the buyer/seller that really pissed me off and I have a vendetta against, and I recorded everything about them. So
I love your
stay
plugs,
tuned for that.
Your plugs are great. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, just watch all my hateful anger towards them because he's literally got me angry. And then if I have time, I'll make another angry video about another person because she pissed me off too.
All right.
Whatever.
You
I'll
like-
do what I want.
Yeah, block them.
Oh, they're blocked and
Block 'em.
reported their listings and everything.
There you go.
Heck, I'll even show their address. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know.
No, I can't do that. I would if I could, but I've been advised not to because you can get in trouble for that.
Good tip. Whoever
But
gave you
yeah,
that tip.
so
Good tip.
If you want to see any angry rants about a buyer / seller that you should block because they annoy the, I almost got spit. Then go subscribe and keep an eye out for that.
There you go, Jimmy.
All I got is don't piss off Ed because he'll make a video about you.
That's right.
Are you like the Taylor Swift of YouTube, dude?
That's
I'm
right.
joking. No. Let's see. We might do a couple more shorts this week because it seems like it's helping. And hey, if you guys list, you sell stuff. It's been crazy.
Yeah,
It's a good tip.
It's like,
good tip.
I guess last night it was driving her nuts. She was like, your phone keeps cha-chinging for some reason. I was like, yeah. I was like, she's not used to hearing it cha-ching.
It's good
Means
noise.
we're about ready to start getting into these things, and that's exciting.
Oh no!
Nice.
I mean, we wiped a lot of 127 stuff out, man.
Yeah.
So this is all I
There you
really
go.
got left right here. So it's
The
good.
money pile.
Yeah.
Uh,
Other than that, that's it.
I got not much coming up either. Thursday, me and Sarah are back live before we leave, and then we leave on Friday, and we're not coming back till the following Friday. And I might film some stuff while we're there. It just depends on the amount of alcohol I drink and how frequently we go out thrifting during the vacation. So those are there's some factors involved with that. But yeah, so me and Sarah are going to be back live Thursday, and then no lives unless you guys choose to do one on Monday, which I'm sure you'll figure out. But then so yeah, no lives, maybe a video or two if I can get one out, but I doubt it, while we're on vacation. And we'll be back the following Friday, so we're gone for Friday to Friday, 7 whole days, and then so we'll be back. We'll basically skip Sunday and Thursday, and then we'll be back the following Sunday. So that's just what's going on.
That's the say,
More.
'cause we're not friends next Thursday. So I'm just saying.
Is it
It's the Browns and Steelers game next Thursday, 22nd.
it's not
No, the next.
not while I'm gone? No, yeah.
While you're on vacation.
Is it? I thought
Yeah.
it was the week after we were on
I think
vacation.
it should be 22nd.
I don't care for sports.
We know it. Calm down. Yeah, it's the 22nd.
It is. What, am I back? Oh no, well I'll be back that day. Or no, I won't. I'll be back till the following Friday. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta watch 2 football games in Delaware. That's garbage. Because I gotta watch Sunday's
Sunday.
game the 18th.
Yep.
And it's crap because Baltimore's at home and they're a 1:00 game, so I'm not gonna see it because I'm closer to Baltimore than I am to Philly or Pittsburgh. So I'm gonna have to find a bar at 1:00 in the afternoon on a Sunday to go watch the game. So, oh well. But the Thursday night game will be easy to watch.
Oh.
That's at least, or is it on NFL Network or is it at Amazon Prime only?
I thought it was Prime, but it might be both.
I might have to
think they're
bring a streaming stick with me.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, yeah, that's it.
That's
Anything else you want to chat about before we get out of here?
No, as usual, thanks for watching, everyone, and everyone just in the background. If you ever want to join the chat, we more than be happy to chat with you.
The lurkers. Thank you for lurking. We
Yes.
appreciate it.
Of course.
Lurkers.
Seriously, she's pushing for a divorce here. So, either way, yeah, that's about it for us, guys. Jimmy, you want to chat about anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, just
All right.
list.
Yeah, good tip.
It works.
All right, guys, just list. That's what we're leaving with. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, me and Sarah back this Thursday, and hopefully, well, not this following Monday, but the Monday after that, well, the 3 of us will be back. So
We'll be back.
we will see you then. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Good day, sir.